with Mr. Copeland here, so go ahead, Ms. Hilton.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Copeland, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I gotta say it back.
You haven't said anything yet. On Friday when we left, I asked you how old you are. You said that you were grown. Can you please tell me in numbers how old you are?
Say that again.
Sure. Can you please tell the jury how old you are in numbers?
32.
And when is your birthday?
Say that again.
When is your birthday? I'm sorry. When is your birthday?
Next month.
Is that July?
I think so.
Okay. And were you born on July 25th?
I guess.
Okay. Are you from Atlanta?
I'm from Canterville.
Okay. Is that a section of the city in Atlanta?
I guess.
You guess? All right. And did you grow up in Mechanicsville?
For sure.
Did you say for sure? All right. And when you grew up, do you have siblings?
Huh?
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
All right. And when you were younger, did you live with all of your brothers and sisters?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to specifically talk about your brothers. How many brothers do you have?
Relevance.
Overruled, sir.
More than one.
Okay. How many?
I think 3.
All right. And what are your 3 brothers' names?
Relevance.
Overruled, sir.
Trey, not boss.
Say that one more time. You said it fast.
Nato, Trey's boss.
Nato, Trez, and Boss. Okay. Nato. What's Nato's given name? Or you just give me the first name.
I just did.
Nato.
Yeah.
Okay. Trez. What's Trez's first name?
Trey's.
Is Trez's first name Ron Trez?
I guess.
All right. And Nato, is that Rodney?
I guess.
Okay. And then what's the third nickname you gave me?
Boss.
Is Boss Rodriguez?
I guess.
All right. And when you were younger, did you go to school?
Yes.
Where did you attend school?
I don't know. I went to a lot of different schools.
Okay. What are all the schools you went to?
I don't recall all of them.
Or just tell me some of them.
I only know one. Slater.
Slater. Is that elementary school or middle school?
Elementary.
Why you don't remember what middle school you went to? Did you go to middle school?
I think I did.
How long did you go to? Did you finish middle school?
Relevance.
Overruled.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Did you go to high school at all?
Yeah.
All right. When you went to high school, did you go to Southside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overruled, sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
No.
All right. Do you remember what year you left high school?
No.
All right. After high school, did you work?
No.
What did you do after high school if you weren't working?
Say that again.
Did you do anything? If you weren't working, what were you doing?
I don't recall.
Okay. Are you married?
Nope.
Are you in a relationship?
Nope.
Right. Do you have children?
You know that.
Okay. I do, but the jury doesn't. Do you have children?
Yep.
All right. How many?
More than one.
All right. Do you have more than 3?
I might. Ain't no telling.
Okay. That's perfect. That's fair. Do you have 2 that you know of?
Yeah.
All right. And how old are your two children?
The same age.
What's that?
I don't know. Y'all been having me in jail so long, I can't recall.
Okay. Were you in jail on Friday? Prior to?
Yeah, I was in jail Friday.
Were you in jail on Thursday?
Thursday ain't came yet.
No, last Thursday.
I felt like it.
All right. When you weren't in jail last Thursday, although you felt like it, how old were your children?
I don't know their ages.
Okay. Are you currently working?
I'm in jail.
Prior to going to jail on Friday, are you currently working?
Nope.
All right. Now, you talked about being in jail, which was on Friday. Prior to any of this, do you have any criminal convictions?
Of course.
Okay. Do you know offhand how many?
Don't keep up with it.
Okay. Tell the jurors the types of crimes that you've been convicted of.
Driving without license.
Okay. What else?
Driving with suspended license.
Okay. What else?
Ran in front of police.
All right. What else? Let me ask, do you have a theft
I'll
by...
be putting charges on me, so I go to jail for the charges y'all throw on me.
Okay. Do you have a conviction for theft by taking?
You tell me?
Do you recall having a conviction for theft by taking from 2009?
What did I take?
Yes or no?
I don't know what happened in 2009.
Okay. Do you recall having any convictions for aggravated assault?
Probably so.
All right. What about conviction for entering auto?
I don't know.
Okay. What about for terroristic threats?
What about it?
Do you have a conviction for terroristic threats?
I think they were with the aggravated assault.
Okay. What about theft by receiving stolen property?
I don't know.
What about possession of a vehicle with altered VIN number?
Never heard of that.
Okay. And what about possession of a controlled substance with the intent to distribute?
What's that?
Did you ever take a drug charge recently?
Oh, that's the charge y'all put on me.
Okay. Did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
All right. And did you recently plead guilty to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon?
Y'all put that charge on me too.
Okay. And did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
All right. Your Honor, the state's going to tender State's Exhibit 382Y, 383Y, 384Y, and 385 Yankee, Your Honor, as self-authenticating documents. 382Y is the criminal conviction 15SC.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm getting to that, Mr. Steele, so.
Mr. Cole.
Mr. Copeland, you remember we swore you in on Friday? Just wanted to remind you you're still under oath, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Copeland, in addition to some of those charges that we just discussed, did you also have a federal charge in 2015, a federal gun charge that you pled guilty to?
I did?
Do you recall having a federal gun charge in 2015?
You asking me or you telling me?
I'm asking you.
What you asking me?
Did you plead guilty to a federal gun charge in 2015?
I think I did.
Okay. Did you go to prison for that gun charge?
I pled guilty to it. I'm pretty sure y'all sent me to prison.
Okay. Do you recall how long you spent in prison?
You can remind me?
Do you recall how long you spent in prison?
No, I don't recall.
Did you spend at least 5 years in custody?
I think that's what they gave me.
When did you get out of prison for the federal charges?
When they let me go.
Do you remember what year that was?
One of these years.
Was it in 2024?
This year ain't.
Right.
Nah.
Okay. Was it last year in 2023?
No.
Was it the year before that in 2022?
I think I was in Rice Street.
In 2022?
I think.
Okay. So then, did you get out of prison and then go to Rice Street?
Y'all locked me up so much. I can't read.
And let me say this: when we say Rice Street, are you talking about the Fulton County Jail?
Yeah.
Okay. But you went to Rice Street after you got out of federal custody.
I went to Rice Street. Nah, I think I got out on the street. And then y'all locked me back up.
All right. So then, 2022, if you went into custody at Rice Street, did you get out of the federal custody in 2021?
I got it feds in 2019.
Okay. Thank you. Now, Ms. Copeland, do you have a nickname? You're smiling. Do you have
Ask me a question?
a nickname?
Yeah.
What's your nickname?
Psycho.
Okay. Do you have another one?
Yeah.
What's that?
Woody.
Woody. And do you have a way that you spell Woody?
However people want to spell it.
Okay. And how did you get your nickname?
My mama.
And when people refer to you, do they refer to you as Kenneth, Psycho, or Woody?
All three.
All three. Which one do they use the most?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Overrule, sir. That's not an objection, sir.
Which one do people
Overrule, sir. He said speculation. Overrule, sir. That's right.
People who don't know me that good call me Woody.
Okay. And what about people who know you?
They call me Kenneth.
They call you Kenneth. Now I want to ask you if you know a few people, all right? First, do you know someone by the name of Shannon Stillwell?
What's his nickname?
SB. Or Shannon? Or Shannon Jackson? Stillwell, Shannon Stillwell, or Shannon Jackson, same person?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you known Shannon?
We went to school together.
Do you remember which school?
I know one of them.
It was one of them. Okay. Was it elementary or middle?
Might be elementary or middle, one of them.
Okay. And I know I just said his nickname is SB. Is that what you call him?
That's what I call who?
Shannon.
No.
Okay. What do you call Shannon?
I call him Shannon.
And do you see Shannon in the courtroom today?
Well, I got a vision problem.
Okay.
I can't see that far.
All right. So if you want to stand up and look around the courtroom and look around the entire courtroom, tell me if you see Shannon in the courtroom today. Do you need to sit down?
Nah, I give me light here. They ain't had nothing to drink.
Okay, do you want some water?
You gonna give me a drink?
I'll get you some water.
I don't drink water.
Well, I don't have nothing else for you. But I will put some water up there for you.
Who am I looking for?
Shannon.
I think I see him.
Okay. When you say you think, you can have a seat. When you say you think you see him, what do you think he's wearing?
Look like he wearing gray over there.
So who are you pointing to over there that's wearing gray?
I think the lady got red hair.
Okay, so you pointing to a lady and not Shannon?
No, the one behind her.
Okay, so you're saying you believe that the person behind the lady with the red hair is Shannon. Is that what you're saying today?
Well, it looked like her.
Okay. Does anybody else over there look like Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay, who's the other person who looks like Shannon over there?
He's standing behind the bald head dude right there.
He's standing or he's sitting?
Sitting down, I guess.
Okay. What's his hairstyle?
Bald head.
So you're saying Shannon's the one with the bald head? Or he's sitting
No,
behind
he's sitting
him?
behind the dude with the bald head. I think that's him.
Okay.
It's two people with dreads. I can't see I just see dreads.
Okay. Let me just ask you this. Is Shannon from Atlanta?
I don't know.
When you first met him, where did you meet him at? Was it in school?
Ooh.
While y'all were in school, did y'all develop a friendship?
Nope.
Okay. At some point in time, did you ever develop a friendship with Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay. When was that?
I don't know when, but at one point we became cool.
Okay. And when you say cool, what do you mean?
COOL.
I didn't ask you to spell it. I asked you what you mean.
Well, we became cool. I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
Did you look at him as a brother? Was he an acquaintance? Was he just someone you talked to on occasion? When you define cool, what was your relationship like with him?
Oh, just a dude in the street.
That's it? Did that develop over time?
Say that again.
You said he was just a dude in the street. Did that relationship develop over time? Where he became more than just a dude on the street?
I guess.
Okay. And when you say, I guess, what do you mean?
What you mean? What do I mean? We became cool.
Okay. During the course of your coolness with Shannon, did you meet any of his family members?
Say that again.
As your coolness of your relationship developed, did you meet any family members of his?
No.
You never met any of his family members?
I never met none of his family members.
Okay. What about any of his girlfriends?
What you mean?
Have you ever met any of the people he ever dated?
I don't know how he seen him, but I done seen him with girls.
Okay. So you met some of the people that he may or may not have dated?
I guess.
All right. Now, when y'all were cool and you would see him in the streets, how often would you all hang out with each other?
What you mean?
How often would the two of you spend time with each other?
You gotta be Pacific.
Sure. Would the two of you go out?
I go out with anybody, even you.
I'm not asking about me. I'm asking about Shannon. Would the two of you go out?
We have went out.
Okay. How often have the two of you gone out?
I don't know.
Is it more than, let me see. You said you met him in middle school. You're 32. So roughly over the course of 20 years,
No.
no, you have not gone out with him?
I met him after me and him went to school, we never hung. I met him in 20 what? I met him in recent years. After we left school, in school we just knew each other. We didn't.
Y'all didn't hang out with each other?
No.
So about how old were you when y'all began hanging out with each other?
Most of our, whatever you trying to say, I was in jail. So.
But prior to you going to jail, Did you hang out with Shannon?
I said yeah to that.
Okay. So my question is, if we're in 2024, I want you to think back your earliest memory outside of school when you would first start hanging out with Shannon.
Thinking back, all I remember is being in jail most of the time.
Were you in jail in 2014?
I've been in and out.
Okay. What about jail in 2013?
Yes.
Okay. Were you friends with Shannon when you were in jail in 2013?
I knew him.
Okay. You knew him? Are you saying you didn't hang out with him, or you just knew who he was?
Yeah, I knew who he was. I think that, like, I think I took a few pictures with him back then, but I don't recall, like, no, I'm lying. I knew him before 13.
You knew him before 13. Okay. About when?
I think I met him, I don't know if it was 2010, something like that, I don't know.
Okay. So at least at this point, about roughly 14 years. You know.
But I've been in jail most of that time, so.
Did you all speak while you were in jail?
A few times.
So your friendship didn't stop just because you went to jail?
What you mean?
I stayed.
Did your friendship stop just because you went to jail? Or
Who determined when a friendship start and stop?
I guess you would.
I will.
Yeah. So did your friendship stop, or your coolness, because you said coolness, did your coolness stop with him when you went to jail?
Well, you know, in jail, out of sight, out of mind. One day I probably called or something. I don't.
Okay. You on permission to approach?
Hey, Judge.
Sir.
I'm hot. Can I take this sweater off?
We have to go into recess for school. We'll do it like that.
You want to recess?
Can we just we're going to recess, ladies and gentlemen, maybe about 5 minutes, okay? All right. All rise.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an inmate at Fulton County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring, and your location information may be collected and used by corrections and law enforcement personnel. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charge.
For a limited time, visit an inmate from the comfort of your home for only $5. Take advantage of this limited time promotion by going to www.securistech.net and creating a Securus video visitation account today.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Why you ain't answering the phone?
Oh, cuz I'm trying to pay you goddamn y'all calling at the same time.
Who calling at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
But he want them.
Yeah. Why did it say
That's what you said, and I'm wet.
what happened?
What? Lil D.
Yeah.
He wrote me back yet. I said, Woody, I said, he and Jay, you want to know, can you come to court tomorrow? And Officer Gay said to her back, and she was like, what's up? And I said, Kenneth wanted to talk to you.
She ain't seen that back.
Nah, not yet.
Oh, she must just
She been, I guess she just was on the phone. Just on the phone, but I ain't see it. I thought it was EI. I just seen EI message.
Oh, why did it say, yeah, man, it got me in the same place I was in last time.
Oh, you have it up there?
Yeah. So I said,
Who named you?
I ain't got no pen number, so I had to get somebody to put their pen number in so I could use the phone.
Oh.
So, but he just let me out. He just let me out to use the phone on County Heart. So I don't. So tomorrow I probably gonna get called because they only people out on the first year.
Oh, damn, man. Yeah, let me hurry up and switch you, honey.
Huh?
Let me hurry up and switch you.
I need to hurry up and get it.
And switch you, move you.
That's what I'm saying, man. This shit. Man.
Trey said call.
He said
I
call.
guess he took the unblocked thing off your phone.
Shit, ain't got no money on the phone. Hello?
Yeah, Mommy saying you said put one on your phone.
No, I don't. They text when I get off the phone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I need to get some money, man.
How you gonna get some money in jail? What you got to say about selling that dirt bike?
Man, he got too much. He went on his lawyer car, man. I ain't talk to you about this, man. You talk to him.
I thought you said you had called him and thought you and by the lawyer.
Yeah, and then he just like he gonna call a lawyer, and he hung up. Yeah.
I'm gonna be stressed out.
Why?
About,
Huh?
about my baby party.
I know, man. I know, bro. Damn, man. Shit, man. She ain't tell that no more.
Who?
Where you at?
Me home. You get the fuck from here.
Where you finna go?
I don't know. Trying to get out the damn house.
Man, look, why I should say, I go to court in the morning, shit, man. Hopefully, goddamn.
What?
I said I go to court in the morning.
I know that.
I really need to told Jason.
You what?
Me getting told Jason.
You got her, I got her number, huh?
I know that. She talk, but she ain't tell back. She look, right? You listen.
Yeah.
Shit, they gonna act now. They gonna come get me out. You feel?
Who gonna get you out?
They is.
Who?
The police.
They gonna come get you out?
Yeah.
And then take you out?
They gonna contact me to another jail, but they gonna come get me out, and I'm gonna have to sit throwing them up.
And you gonna have to wait?
Sit throwing them up. So I got them. I mean, I ain't had nothing to do with none of this shit. So, you know what I mean?
So you told them?
Yeah. You think I'll be go to jail for something I ain't do, bro? Them folks talking about 15 years already, bro. I'm gonna be here for my son and you.
Yeah.
So, but I need to help me, right?
You need what?
I need Lady to help me.
You need Lady to help you.
Yeah.
What Lady?
McKennedy.
It can be, yeah, okay. Say okay.
Now I just talked to him. He said he gonna help me though.
You just talked to him. He said it.
Yeah, he said it. I had told you I called him. I was telling him what.
He was telling her what?
I told him he's like he gonna help. Like he got.
So all that gun charge leads up to 15 years?
Yeah, cause the fed different from the state.
Yeah.
But they told me as long as I help them, they gonna help me. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's why I asked you, like, shit, if I leave the state, you'll leave with me, cause they just have to take me out of the state. Yeah.
They gonna have to tell you how to make it. Why? So they gonna know you did it.
Yeah. And they gonna have. Nah, they ain't gonna know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just gonna keep me away so my name be clear about it. They gonna make sure I look good. Yeah.
Yeah.
mean, I'm just telling you this. They did between me and you. Don't tell nobody. So I know you ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm just telling you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I tell you text. They gonna stay in contact. They gonna stay in contact with you, and they gonna let me know what's going on. So, but I mean, part of the reason I'm telling you this, so I can let you know what's going on. So
That what?
I said I'm just telling you to let you know what's going on.
I think you should just wait it out and see.
You think I should wait?
What?
They should.
Yeah.
Default.
So,
Yeah, I just that's why I ain't tell you, cause I ain't want you to be worried and then like that.
mm-hmm.
So that's why Shannon act like they told me.
Yeah.
So I said, man, I ain't had nothing to do with what man going on. Before I let you need to take me with my family, man, I just go out like a sucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they say they gonna move me so anybody do nothing to me and then like it. And then they gotta see how everything work. And they like shit, they need D to tell them what happened because D told me what happened, so I mean they can't go out with
They
that
told you what happened with
about what happened to they know what's going with that shit, man.
Talking about what that?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I mean, cause when D tell them and they see that I ain't just making nothing up and I ain't lying and stuff like that, then they gonna help me. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I ain't gonna tell Trey now. I'm just telling you 'cause I know you know what's up. You feel what I'm saying? You know not telling, but
Trey, no, everybody gonna know.
yeah. I mean, so they just me and your secret. We gotta take them to the grave, yeah, but that's alright.
Yeah, why you trip with Devo?
I ain't telling D all this.
You just told me you did.
No, I ain't telling D nigga. You feel me? I just told him.
You just said you did with it.
Listen, I'm telling you what I told him. I was just like, hey bro, if I ever need you, you'll be there to help me. You feel me? I like, bro. Don't let me down, bro. You feel me?
You just said you told him. Cause you.
Listen, bro. I only told you.
Yeah.
I only told you. You the only person I told. The only person.
Woody, which one you gonna say? Cause you, why'd you lying?
You're not listening to me, bro. I told you what I told him. Listen, I just asked him like, hey, bro, would you ever be there? Would you ever be there?
You just switched the whole thing up.
No, you're not. I just told you. I let him know like. I just let him know like, bro, if I was to come to you with a situation, would you help? And he was like, yeah, bro. I like, you sure, bro? Cause I helped him when it came down to him. You feel? So one thing I know, when these folks come in him, he not gonna lie. You know what I mean? He don't want to play with these people, bro.
You helped him do it.
When he got love for that rape.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I told him for what happened. Cause he didn't know. But don't just keep that between us.
Yeah.
So, but it was like I ain't tell because I'm locked up and I ain't know how he gonna take it. You feel? I was just asking him like, bro, if I ever need your help, bro, would you help? And he was just like, yeah, bro. I like for real, bro. Don't lie to me, bro. He like, I swear to God. I like, don't change the number. And then he like, I ain't, bro. I mean, I like, all right, yeah, that's fine. And like, shit, I need to try to get a little money to help their son out of shit like that. He like, I'm gonna try. I just like, bro, if I ever need to come at you or something, bro, I need you to beat up on me. He like, I got you. You know what I mean? I ain't telling nothing about police, man. So that's what I'm telling you. I don't want you to tell nobody either.
I said I wasn't gonna tell nobody.
Yeah, I know. Nah, cause you thinking I told him. I ain't telling.
What?
I said you thinking I told him. I ain't telling. You know what I mean? Cause I don't want him to go back and say nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to find out. Nobody.
Yeah.
shit. God knows if anybody find out, then these folks ain't gonna get it again.
You what?
If anybody find out what I'm trying to do, they ain't gonna be able to help.
Yeah.
So think about it. No.
That's why you just not getting to the prison. I mean, to the jail.
Yeah. But if anybody asks you anything, man, you be like, you don't know. And you only can tell them what I'm locked up for. Just tell them I'm locked up for a gun and the game charge. Nothing else, all right?
Yeah.
So even if they put my name on it, ain't else gonna pop up. But I mean,
Anyway.
I said if they put my name on, ain't nothing else gonna pop up though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I had like when I talk deep, me and him gonna be face to face. I ain't gonna talk to him on the phone. I ain't gonna ask him on the phone.
So when is supposed to be face to face?
I don't know. We ain't talk about all that. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, like,
No, what?
I'm just telling you what's going on.
Yeah.
So, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you, okay?
I love you too.
Yeah, but anyway, just want to let you know what's going on. I need you to have my back like always.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. You have 1 minute left.
But phone for hang up, I know they can go in the room, right?
You what?
I said the phone for hang up, so I'm gonna have to go lock down in the room, right?
Yeah.
So I ain't be able to come back tonight, so I'll be able to call you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
I love you, okay?
I love you too.
Alright, try to see if they're gonna get that lawyer. Try to see will the decon court and take charge, let the court know that they're heels, alright?
Alright.
Alright, and see if she takes you back and let her know that I want her to talk to her, okay?
Alright, I already told you.
Be safe.
So I love you too.
Try to see how the dirt right.
Alright.
1,500, 1,000 or better.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
The caller has.
That concludes State's Exhibit 394Y. Now, Mr. Copeland, you said that you made it all up to the police. Did you make up everything that you told your child's mother on that jail call?
Clearly.
Oh, okay. After this call, you also spoke to Max from the Fulton County Jail. Do you recall speaking to Max from the Fulton County Jail?
You didn't even play that call for me. I never heard that call what you just played ever before. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Did you recall meeting with me and my investigator back in June of this year, and we played a call for you in which you called Max on the jail call?
I don't recall nothing.
And on that call, you had Deshaun call Max on the three-way.
I don't know.
Okay. And while you were on the phone with Max, Thug or Mr. Williams was in the background. Do you recall hearing that, Jill?
I don't recall nothing.
Right. Your Honor, this time the state would like to tender in the mid State's Exhibit 395Y.
Submitted.
Permission to publish. Thank you.
Hello, this is a Hello, this is a free call from
They would pick up the phone.
an inmate at Fulton County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring, and your location information may be collected and used by corrections and law enforcement personnel. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this.
For a limited time, visit an inmate from the comfort of your home for only $5. Take advantage of this limited time promotion by going to www.securistech.net and creating a Securus video visitation account today.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Why you hang up?
You hung up.
I'm still on the phone. Said person hung up.
No, I kept saying hello, hello.
Yeah, I got
But hold on, Max said she right there with the, and they want to know about the bar. Hold on, so I won't call back on through.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
She be waiting. Actually,
Hello.
Woody.
Yeah.
What's up, Woody?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Lil Jerry out here. Yeah, he got a bun.
Huh?
Deshaun. Yeah. How much your bun is?
15,000. But I can go to a bun come on about 1,500.
You found the bun company?
I'm on lockdown, so they don't let me out one time a day. But my brother now did.
Deshaun, when he hang up, click on call his brother, and I'm gonna meet his brother so he can get his money. Is your brother gonna? No, I'm saying call his brother gonna sign it. Yeah, Deshaun, where you at? I'm at home. You don't got no ride? I can get his brother to bring me. Meet me on University. On University where? At that gas station we always do. You know what that gas station Chevron? That's Chevron. Meet me at Chevron.
Hey, Matt.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, look, you ain't right, bro.
What did D do?
I'm gonna say too much, bro.
The D told. What's that?
You talking about rock through the D?
Yeah.
I told him. He told on Roscoe too. You think I'm fucking playing, bro? He told on Roscoe. He told on Roscoe just cause he Roscoe ain't no fucking blood. And he don't give a fuck. Roscoe ain't friend. Hey, D-Shot, I'm finna come meet you so you can get their money. Go and pay Woody Bond so he can get out, bro. And when you get out, Woody, I need to have a serious talk to you because I really feel some type of way. I'm gonna talk to you about it so you get out.
Man, listen, man, don't start this shit, man.
I ain't playing with you. I ain't fucking playing with you either. Got a fucking birthday on the way. Fuck wrong with you.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Tell you, bro, I love him too, bro.
He hear you?
Yeah, look. You gotta get this motherfucker's mind together.
He said you gotta get your mind together, bro, cause you been tripping.
Man, how, bro? I been left out there alone, bro. I ain't had nobody, bro. I just felt like nigga left me out there. I ain't did shit.
You ain't left out there alone. You just want to be out there in the trenches and bro, we ain't fucked up no more. You ain't gotta be hanging out there in Cannonville.
Shit, I had no choice.
That way gonna get you time, Cannonville. Out there in them apartments. I keep telling you that.
Yeah.
And what's that shit, bro? It be the, hey, you gotta realize it be, yeah. Swear to God, we kill nuts, so they gonna stay on you.
Yeah.
He smoking nuts.
Hello.
Stay away from that shit, bro. You just don't know it be your hood, bro. Your hood scare you, bro. Don't that. Trust me, your hood is the main hood. Them the main people that want to have you fucked up before anybody else on the street do. They what I'm telling you, so they scared of you.
I already know.
You gotta stay away from that shit. You got a little girl now. I been telling you that shit. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I was just mad at your ass, bro. On my money, how you want
the phone going out for me like I don't did something wrong, bro.
Yeah. Call me. Motherfucker.
Man, you know Valerie told me that.
But I'm saying you listen big bad. They call my phone 20 times, bro. Then what I'm telling you, they all just call my phone 20 times. No call ID, then we get right in the car. You walk past me like you're a boss. Bitch, I got it on me with that fake ass weave in your head. How I drop your ass. And I got my pistol on me too, ho. Don't try me, fuck around with you. I just told you don't be listening to fat ass hoe. She want to keep on drama, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This hoe just told somebody look just on house. Don't listen to her, bro.
Yeah, I know that. I already knew you was pressure, bro, about her making that diss song. So I already knew.
But she DM me saying she don't want to do this on no more. She want to be our family. But she went around telling you, don't tell Woody that. I knew she told that what that she fuck. Didn't I say her name, no Woody?
Yeah. You said?
I said that whole name. I told you, I know that whole. I know that whole like a book, bro. And we ain't gonna do all that though. Deshaun, come meet me on your university so I can give you that money.
Son.
Well,
I could say, Ted Trez, he got cut, so you go meet him.
hello.
Yeah, you text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I could say, when you get a chance, Ted OG, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You heard?
Yeah.
Let them know, that, they gonna, get me up.
All right.
So. Hello?
Sure, yes. Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, look, I probably, if I don't call back today, they may they let me out, but I'm gonna try to get out, let back out or whatever. She did the job on me out.
All right. And what you still got? What I'm coming to get you?
See, look, what I'm gonna do now is, since they gonna burn me out, when Henry County come, I should make part of it, like, you know what I mean? So, don't tell nobody I got a hold on me. So, I burn out of here. I go down there. We gonna act like we ain't know nothing about the hole, and we're gonna try to get him to pay that money. If he pay that money down there, then boom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, I mean, everything go well. I need you. Hello.
Yeah.
Don't just text up on and be like that you talk to him and
my phone, you know my phone don't hang up.
yeah, you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait.
Alright, what I could say is text Matt's phone
Mm-hmm.
and tell her that you on the way to the gas station. Now let Trey know that they finna meet you at University Probably and give you the money so y'all come buy me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you text now?
True.
Alright. Tell Trey that yeah. Can he take you to Chevron Palo to meet him, get the money? And when he say yes,
I asked him, can he go down and get money to me?
right?
Huh?
You don't want to be around him.
Huh?
You don't want to be around him.
It might be.
Now, see, though I was saying you had to go with him because they probably don't want to give him the money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So, like that, boom, you do that like that. And then text Max and be like, you on your way up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Text her now and be like, you on your way to the gas station.
All right. When I can't text, I want him on the phone with you.
Yeah, cause I miss.
Yeah.
Alright, but I'm just letting you know something. When I get out the phone, I'ma let I'ma wait later on and I'm try to see how y'all went did all that, okay?
All right.
But I might have somebody else call you. I might give them my PIN number to call, okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry about Big Pudge, man. I'm gonna find a way to get the money. Big Boo already said I had talked to Big Boo before I got locked up. I was just like, my Big Pudge, I'm broke, bro. I mean, he was like, here, give me some on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell him like I need like, you know what I mean, he can just give me some on Big Pudge, okay? Hello.
Yeah.
And don't when you get a chance, probably later on today, just try to call OG and tell her that I need to talk to him.
All right.
Yeah, they need just came in for me then. So the wife would say, don't cancel the baby party because you know what I mean. I might miss it because it's here in County, but shit, if they blame me out today, I'm gonna be waiting here in County. I ain't gotta go nowhere else. So they blame me out today, boom. Here in County can't get me tomorrow or Monday. I go straight to Henry County and see what they talking about. You know what I mean? But Henry County coming to me with probation, I might take this shit so I can get out. But I mean, you heard?
Yeah. You said I might come at you away.
With probation, they know I ain't do it. I'm just saying.
Oh, you said last time you was saying for a whole 3 weeks.
You said what?
Last time you was sitting for a whole 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know, right? But I'm just saying, when I get there, they probably already got a court date for me coming up. If they don't, I'm you heard? You say it's time to go in? For me too? It been an hour that fast? Hello?
Yeah.
Well, she said I gotta go in. How many minutes left on the phone?
Just 2.
Milo. Hello.
Yeah.
What you say?
What?
I love you, okay?
I love you too.
Trey didn't text you back?
Yeah, he said okay.
He better come?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Contact them. You on your way to the gas station and see what they say.
Alright.
Yeah, so all we gotta do is find what button come there that trying to get.
Find a bond company.
What button company that is your family would deal with, your dad and them be dealing with? Who? Remember I was locked up for a year. And you just go
Shit. I forgot her name. The lady had died.
It was it, try to get into it with Frank. You know what I'm talking
First night.
about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to find where you get his number and call him and ask. Say they tell me I got him. I just you fine, come and get me out of the
Yeah.
Alright, I love you, okay?
I love you too.
And, I'm gonna have to wait.
You what?
I'm gonna have to have somebody else call back because I'm gonna be locked in the room. I ain't gonna be able to get the call back.
I know you told me. I'm gonna go there.
Are you gonna walk up there?
I'm gonna go to the gas station.
Huh?
I'm gonna go to the gas station.
So shit.
You have 1 minute left.
Well, there's 1 minute left. I love you, okay?
I love you too.
And I'm gonna have somebody call and see what they say. What time you think I should have them call back?
Whenever you call that one.
Alright, I'm gonna check. I said I'm gonna check. Make sure what many percent your phone on?
You charge 47.
Alright, I'm gonna just make sure. I love you, okay?
I love you too.
Alright, get baby a kiss for me. Alright.
The caller has hung up.
Now, Mr. Copeland, on that call, did you hear when you talked to Max about Valerie?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes for the record?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's already been admitted at State's Exhibit 60WA at timestamp 20898. Is that the Valerie that you were speaking of? Is that the Valerie that told you about the?
I guess.
I guess, I know.
I guess.
So is that a yes?
Yes.
All right. Now, you also talked about Little D in that call. Do you recall talking about Little D from Rock Crew and that he wasn't right?
I guess.
All right, I'm going to show you what's been already admitted as 60 WA at timestamps 16 seconds in. Is that the little D that you were referencing?
I guess.
Is I guess yes or no?
Yes.
All right. Now, why did you ask for Thug to pay your bond after you had told on them in the June 10th interview?
I didn't tell on them.
Okay.
I was going through a phase in my life. Like I told you before, and I told you in the back. I made it all up. I sat right there and said whatever came to the top of my head, that I pieced certain things together and said what I said. If you listen to both of them calls, they contradict each other. If you listen to the interview, you hear what the police keep saying. And that's why I put everything on Thug. The man ain't had nothing to do with my stupidity. I'm sitting right here today telling y'all the truth, and y'all still sitting right here playing with this lady. Like I told y'all, I made it up. I put it on him. Okay. I'm not scared of nobody. Nobody forced me to say none of this stuff. This is not right.
Okay. After you spoke to Deshaun and Max on June 13th, did you then subsequently call Detective Gaither on June 14th and on June 15th to talk about your assistance, you assisting the police department?
If I was assisting the police department, they would have had assistance. My thing was to get them out for me.
Okay.
If anybody was going to be going to jail, it was going to be me.
All right. Did you speak with Detective Gaither on June 14th and June 15th from the Fulton County Jail?
I probably did. I was going to talk to her any day to throw them out for me.
Okay. And have you had the opportunity to listen to those jail calls?
No, these all calls are new to me.
Did I play these jail calls for you in the hallway?
Overruled.
Isn't it true that I played the calls for you in the hallway about 2 weeks ago?
No, you played one call, and I haven't heard that call that you played.
Did I play the calls to have you authenticate or listen to your voice?
Can you say that again?
Did I have you listen to the call so that you can listen to your voice?
Did you play the call so you can listen, so I can listen to my voice?
Correct.
What,
and recognize your
that's
voice
what you
on the
said,
call.
but these ain't the calls that you played.
Ever heard of 30?
You said, have I ever heard of 30 deep?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's 30?
What you mean?
How have you heard of that term, 30?
How have I heard of the term 30 deep?
Yes.
Can you ask me in a way I can understand?
Sure. You said you've heard of 30D. You said you've heard of it, 30D.
I know about 30 deep.
Okay. What do you know about 30D?
What you mean? What do I know about it?
Tell the jurors. You said you know about 30D. What do you know about 30D?
You hear say the whole number of problems with that question. I object.
I'm gonna overrule the objection.
Is 30D?
Objection to reading.
I stay in the objection.
I haven't asked the question.
All right, you can go ahead and rephrase, madam.
What is 30D?
My neighborhood.
Is 30 Deep a gang?
Huh?
Is 30 Deep a gang?
Is it a gang?
Yes, sir.
And what you define as a gang?
How do you define a gang? Or do you, let me strike that. Is 30 Deep a group of individuals?
Meaning?
You said 30 Deep is your neighborhood.
Yes, it's my neighborhood.
Okay. Is 30 Deep a group of people in your neighborhood?
No, it's just, I don't know.
Is it a group of people from your neighborhood?
I just know my neighborhood, I was growing up, I used to hear 30 Deep a lot.
And when you heard of 30 Deep, what did you understand it to be? What was your understanding of it?
It was cool.
And when you say it was cool, what do you mean?
Like, you know, I thought it was cool. I just see and heard people say 30 Deep.
And when you saw and heard people say 30 Deep, were they talking about people together?
Overrule, sir.
Speculation.
I'll stand that.
When you heard people talk about 30 Deep, what was your understanding of what they were talking about?
I heard the rapper say, and his song 30 Deep. I don't know. I heard Gucci Man rap about it. I heard like Jeezy rap about it. I don't know.
Have you ever been a member or an associate of 30 Deep?
I don't know what associate mean.
Have you ever been around a group of people who identify themselves as 30 Deep?
Have I ever been around a group of people that identify themselves at 30 Deep?
Yes.
I know someone who I guess they say was 30 Deep.
Did you ever consider yourself 30 Deep?
No.
Okay. What about, did you ever consider yourself part of DRC?
No, I consider myself 372.
And what, is that why your Instagram was Woody 372?
My Instagram, Woody versus Woody.
Back in 2014, did you have the Woody 372 Instagram?
I told you I don't recall the Instagram. Back then they had several fake accounts with my name in it, but it wasn't mine.
You said you consider yourself 372. What was 372?
It ain't for you to know.
I'm going to ask you again, Mr. Copeland. What was 372?
372.
Was that a gang?
What do you define as a gang?
Mr. Copeland, I'm asking a question.
I can't answer your question if I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it you and a group of people a part of 372?
And what's a group of people?
3 or more people.
But yeah, but it wasn't no. We didn't hang on it. Like we wasn't. I guess.
Do you remember in February of 2015 talking about 30 Deep in an interview with Investigator Gaither and Investigator Dennis?
Huh?
Do you recall meeting with Investigator Dennis and Investigator? Do you remember meeting with Investigator Curry, in February of 2015 at Atlanta Police Department with your then girlfriend?
Was I handcuffed?
You were not.
Nah, I don't remember.
Do you recall having to go to the Atlanta Police Department after someone came to your home and shot at you?
Your Honor, this is.
Basis.
You're gonna have to orient to
I'm gonna rule the objection as to form. If you got a better objection, Mr. Steele, you can decompose it. Overruled.
Do you recall going to the Atlanta Police Department on
I'm
February?
gonna object as soon as facts not in evidence.
She's got to orient the witnesses to time and place, so I'm gonna overrule the objection, okay?
Do you recall having to go to the Atlanta Police Department in February of 2015 after you were the victim of an egg assault in which people tried to shoot at you?
I sustain the objection.
After somebody shot at you, your child, and your child's mother. Do you recall having to go to the Atlanta Police Department to be interviewed for that?
Yes.
With what happened there? Okay. And do you recall speaking with a detective during that interview?
I don't know who I spoke with.
Okay. But do you remember, it doesn't matter, do you remember speaking with a detective about
Yes.
what happened with you? And during the course of that interview, do you recall being asked about your affiliation with or your association with 30 Deep?
What you asking me?
Okay. Do you remember the detective asking you if you were a part of 30 Deep?
What'd I say?
You have to ask yes or no. Do you remember being asked that question?
No, I don't remember him asking me.
Okay. Do you remember saying that?
Basis. I need a form of the objection. Overruled, sir. Again, if you pose another objection, I'll listen to it.
He asked you, he told you, you said to him it's a whole gang.
I sustain the objection.
Let me ask you this. Let me just play it. Your Honor, the state will be playing the February 20th, 2015 interview, 156-28 through 156-44.
Overruled, sir. You said hearsay, I've overruled it. All right, thank you. It's impeachment. Is that correct, madam?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sure.
There's no exhibit number, nothing for the record. I object to this plain.
I'm going to mark
Let
it,
me
Your
fix.
Honor.
Let me fix that. Yes, you do need to mark it as for identification, madam.
Yes, Your Honor. The state would like to send a 378 Yankee Charlie, and it'll be from 156-28 to 156-44.
Said 378 Yankee Charlie.
Yes, Your Honor. 378 Yankee Charlie.
And any objection to states 378 Yankee Charlie from 15-620 to 15-644?
Just what clarification? What is the state report this state?
I can't hear you.
I'm asking what the state
What's this exhibit to be?
This is the February 20th, 2015 interview of Mr. Copeland.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll object also to hearsay. I heard the state say this was the investigator said.
You're right. I have to give context to the entire statement.
I'll overrule the objection. It's admitted, maybe that particular section is admitted from
15,620 to 15,644.
Huh?
My cousin I was.
Who were you associated with? And then everything else that done rolled about with it is starting to come back to harm.
And Your Honor, I'm gonna go back, 'cause I think it's maybe 15627.
You was 30 deep. Huh?
My cousin I was.
Who were you associated with? And then everything else that done rolled about with it is starting to come back to harm.
And we're ending at 15645. I'm gonna also show you, you know what, strike that. To your knowledge, was Demekion Garlington part of 30 Deep?
No,
To your knowledge, was Shannon part of 30 Deep?
no,
Did you ever claim affiliation with the Bloods?
who, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah,
Okay. What blood set?
Bloods, period.
When you say Bloods, period, what do you mean?
Blood. I call myself a blood.
Did you ever leave or stop calling yourself a Blood?
You say, did I start calling myself a blood?
Yes.
Yeah,
When was that?
2015.
And do
I
you,
think 2015.
And do you have tattoos that would be considered representative of being a member of the Bloods?
No,
Do you have a 5-point star tattoo?
it don't have nothing to do with bloods, though.
Okay. Do you have a 5-point star tattoo?
Yeah.
How many of them do you have?
A lot,
When you say a lot, about how, can you put that in numbers?
more than 5.
And with your 5-point stars, are they colored? Do they have a color?
Yeah.
What color is that?
What you mean? What color are they?
Yeah, what color are your 5-point stars?
Some are just plain, some red, some green.
Do you know how many red ones you have?
No,
Okay. Do you know how many green ones you have?
no,
Do you know how many that are not colored at all?
no.
Was Demekion part of the Bloods?
Yeah, ask him that.
Okay, I'm asking you,
Not to my knowledge.
right? Do you
Well, I don't know. I can't say not to my knowledge. I don't know where he was.
Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring, and your location information may be collected and used by corrections and law enforcement personnel.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charge.
For a limited time, visit an inmate from the comfort of your home for only $5. Take advantage of this limited time promotion by going to www.securistech.net and creating a Securus video visitation account today.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello? Yeah, she got things all up on her eye. What? And then they don't like, the girl got bags all up on her eyes.
What you have to go now?
Okay, I'm trying. Okay, okay.
Go with Ken and everything's all right. I gotta go with it.
Yeah. All right. See you later. Okay. What's her number?
404.
404.
58
Mm-hmm.
1990. Hello?
Woody.
Max,
What up, bro?
what the hell going on?
Huh?
I said, what the hell going on?
Get legit,
Huh?
you got loud that shit out. On the judge court, they supposed to keep me in the judge updated. Hold on, I gotta walk out.
Jay, when he answer the phone for me.
Hold on right there. Bro,
Yeah.
yeah, they supposed to, hold on, I'm finna call on the freeway. I'm finna call on the freeway, hold on, I gotta walk away from that music. We on the jet tour.
Alright.
Hold on. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Hold on. But they supposed to keep us at one while we on tour.
Yeah, but
She supposed to keep us informed, like kept calling me while we on tour.
she won't even answer the phone for me, bro.
You want me to call on freeway?
Huh?
I said, you want me to call on freeway or call when I get out of the phone?
When the last time you talked to her?
The last time I talked to her, like,
How do I get to the
2 weeks ago. She like her cousin gonna keep her on a date with.
What?
She told me that I supposed to went to court Friday on Thursday.
So what they say?
Shit, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to see if I'm a ghost still, but I ain't talking to nobody like shit.
Okay, I'm on the phone.
Huh?
What you want? What you need me to do?
Call Jade and see if she gonna answer me your phone.
Okay, I ain't gonna pull up the 60 hours. Hold on. Ginger apple weed.
Saying answer.
No.
Damn, man. I'm just,
I can have the jump daddy check on it and see when you go to court. The jump daddy do that.
see, listen, I go to court on jail. I don't go to court downtown.
I know that I still have the jump daddy check on it.
See, like if you check, it ain't gonna say it in the computer. It like in the computer, it saying I don't have a court date.
You go this Friday?
I was supposed to go this Friday. Like my probation house, they shouldn't call me probation house. But probation house told her that I was on the calendar for the 13th.
What I was gonna say, so they holding you just for probation?
Yeah, that's the only thing I got is probation. I don't got no new charge.
You talk to your probation officer?
Yeah, I talked to her. She ain't put the hold on me.
Who did?
What you say?
So he didn't put the fucking probation hold. Did he? You know what? Huh?
What you say, man?
I said, so if she didn't put the probation hold on you, who did?
Her supervisor. The police.
Why?
The police had went to the night the nigga pulled up on me and shot at her. The police got mad because they ain't say nothing. So he couldn't lock me up because they ain't have no gun, they ain't have nothing. So he went to my probation house and asked them, like, is there anything I haven't been doing? And they like, I ain't did my community service. So they locked me up for not doing community service. But everybody like, they didn't even never lock me up for. I could have been doing bitch duty at probation for that. Nah,
yeah.
I'm gonna get out when I go to court. It's just they won't give me no court date.
So though we really need to get you a court date.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a lawyer, but I couldn't.
I need to talk to Lil Jeff. I need to talk to Lil Dad about it, because you know Lil Jeff Dad know those people. Big Jeff know those people. He know them people at the courthouse and at Wall Street.
Yeah.
But only reason why I said that is Big Jeff, because Jane was like she was gonna handle it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She got her brother, her folks on the shit. So whenever she hears something, she was gonna call me back and tell me. But I ain't even talk to her ever since she got arrested. And I called her at night. I ain't talked to her.
She got
that's like 2 weeks ago. Who?
Jay.
No, that hoe ain't locked up. She on Instagram.
Oh. Nah, so look. See, when they had locked me up, then they police came out here and took me back downtown, tried to question me again. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then, like, they did holding me in jail. Shit, whenever I go to court, they gonna let me go. I just gotta go to court.
Yeah. Well, we need to try and figure that out. Because we ain't in Atlanta. We won't be back in Atlanta for April the 6th. But, you know, like, we can still, like, look, if I just go tell the child, hit up one day, go in there and get you a court date. You feel what I'm saying?
Ask him and see what he say.
Hold on, I don't know what they say. Who you said we figure it?
Hello?
Yeah, but I like it.
Hello.
Hello?
What's up?
What's going on?
Bob, okay. Hey, Bob, now Rick on. What's going on, Snap?
Say, hey, man, I need this lawyer, man.
A lawyer? I've been told.
They won't take me to court, and they saying the only way I get in court is a lawyer. I need a lawyer.
I've been told them you're good at calling.
Huh?
So I've been told you're good at calling. They said she wouldn't answer the phone about some shit.
Yeah. I know.
Well, they come out of.
Whenever I go to court, I get out. They say I'm.
Yeah. What is this probation?
Yeah. I supposed to go to Friday, but ain't nobody came talk to me. And last time they did it, they had resetted me. So I need to get a lawyer, and the lawyer get me in there, and I can go ahead and get out.
Yeah. Who you want?
Huh?
I said, who you want?
Who I want?
Yeah.
What you mean? Who I want? A lawyer?
Yeah.
I don't know no lawyer.
So I'm saying, what's your charge? What is it? Probation violation?
Yeah. Only thing you said, I ain't did no community service. That's the only thing I got.
You ain't do no community service.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
They trying to text me your first and last name, your charge. And I just texted my lawyer.
Alright, I'm gonna have her text to you.
Text right now, man. So you ain't got the phone. I get the lawyer. You know damn well I'm not in the morning. I've been told the girl called me. They just said she won't answer the phone for nobody or whatever.
Hey, Sean.
they lying. Ain't nobody call me.
Man, yeah. Shannon, Lil D. They just said you don't answer the phone for nobody.
Hey,
That's what they told me. What's up?
You told me to text my name and what?
your charge, test me your name, your birthday, because you don't want your name and your birthday in your charge.
Shit,
And then
look,
he just say,
I got a lot of charges though.
what is your probation violation? What is it?
No, I ain't got no new charge. Only thing I got probation violation. But I got three different cases, but it's all upon the one probation.
You got 3 what, son?
I got three cases that I'm on probation for, but it's all upon the one probation hold.
So when you got locked up, you didn't have no new charge?
Nah, they didn't have them charge me with.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, that's too good.
So they did.
That's good.
They brought me down here and they came and pushed me the next day after they brought me to jail. They came and pushed me about some shit, and then they brought me back down here. I ain't been pushed since.
So she need to take your name and your birthday and whatever your charges is. You on Rice Street, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Rice Street.
He can go. You know, he'll come down in the morning.
I go to court at the jail. You said what?
You go to court when?
I go to court at the jail. I supposed to go Friday. He said
Oh, you got to go to hearing court.
when I go to the court,
hearing court. Yeah, I already know that. You just gotta get in the courtroom.
Yeah, that's all I got.
They gotta get on the goddamn felony. Yeah, they should have been called. They would have called you that lawyer saying they got locked up or the next motherfucking morning.
I'm trying to call. Every time I call Shane the phone, he ain't answer, and then when I got a phone, they Shane be like, "He'll call back," and shit like that.
Hold on.
But I had tried calling that phone, she ain't had no minutes.
Who?
Max, she ain't had no minutes. Yeah.
You want me to tell her to put something on her?
Nah, she ain't got to put nothing on this Sean.
Nah. That jinx. I mean, put no minutes on the phone.
Yeah, that was a bull.
That jinx. I ain't ever did that.
Yeah.
I ain't ever in my life like got locked up and put me on the phone. I just feel like that jinx, like you know you gonna fit.
Yeah,
I ain't ever did that.
Now tight room going around, they beat me up and everything, man.
You already know all that was funny. I already knew all that was funny. Oh, they say your shit just everybody down there blinking your eyes.
Yeah, they say the police let them jump on me. I see they crazy, man.
Man, 12 ain't have so many problems. And whoever in the jail, all that gap ain't that. This shit ain't nothing, man. This shit ain't nothing, man.
This shit here a drag, bro.
Man, what the hell you talking about? You already know I know what's happening. Some of y'all locked up, I was already like, what the hell, what they talking about? Now I'm talking about nobody. They what I'm trying to tell you. Man, I don't stop right here in front of these folks and look at these folks call. That's your phone.
Yeah.
I made Bentley call her. Like, call her up, see what the fuck going on. Because of probation, it's just a little bullshit. But probation will try to hold you. Just because just about their money or whatever, so I already know that. I already said, I would just gave him a lawyer, look, 3-4 man, $2,500. You know, they'll bring you.
You have 1 minute left.
They get you in the courtrum for $2,500. You know, that ain't shit.
They don't even want that much. One lawyer had told me.
I know.
Yeah. So listen, I might have this son text you my information. So you say you try to have me in the morning.
Yeah, I had a lawyer or whatever lawyer you choose.
I don't have none.
Well, I could just have somebody pull up on their son and bring their son the money. Then you see what I'm saying? Or they son, mom or dad, because you know they probably know something about the shit. So I can just make anybody go get the money. I can make them pull up to the club, get the money from Ken or anything right now. You see what I'm saying? So that ain't no pressure.
Shit, we don't know no lawyer though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know my lawyer.
Tell Detective Thorpe that on the Sunday at Cascade Skating Ring, that you got Thug on FaceTime so Kel and Thug could speak. Yes or no?
If Detective Thorpe said I told him that, I told him that.
Okay. Do you remember that happening?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. Me and Shell Kel ain't gonna talk.
All right. And then, do you remember telling Detective Thorpe, so him and Thug talked, and whatever was said with that, I don't know.
I probably told Detective Thorpe that.
And again, that was in your January 11, 2015 interview.
I guess.
Now, did you also tell Detective Thorpe about a shooting that occurred at a gambling house in Lakewood?
If that's what he said.
Do you recall a shooting at the gambling house in Lakewood? Do you recall a shooting at a gambling house in Lakewood?
No,
You do not?
I don't.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in that same January 11, 2015 interview that there was a shooting over in Lakewood and that it was Kel and he was standing on top of a roof and shooting inside?
I probably did.
I need to know, do you remember telling him that or you don't remember telling him that?
When Detective Thorpe questioned me about what happened, I thought I was in there about 5 minutes. I thought I walked in and walked back out. So I don't know what I done told him. I can't remember what I done told him.
So you say you don't remember telling him about what happened at?
But if he said that I told him that, I'm telling you right now, I told him that. So can you start asking me what I supposed to told Detective Thorpe? Because I'm telling you now, if he said that I said anything about anything, I'm telling you, more likely I probably did.
Great. Well, I'm going to ask you about all the things that you talked to Detective Thorpe about. Did you also tell Detective Thorpe about the Friday before Nut was killed?
I guess.
Okay. On the Friday that Nut was killed, were you with Thug the Friday evening before Nut was killed?
No, you just said it earlier. Was I at the house? I said yes.
I'm talking about the Friday evening before Nut was killed.
I can't recall. Okay. I don't know what I done told Detective Thorpe.
I'm asking you, what do you remember yourself?
No, when I think back about 2015, all I remember was getting a call saying that Nut was killed and I was responsible for it. And the only thing besides that is people showing up at my folks' houses. Details about what happened, all this stuff been blanked out my mind. Like, it been blanked out my mind.
All right. In that same January 11, 2000 interview, do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you were with Thug and you were at DJ Drama's studio?
I probably did.
Do you remember telling him or you don't recall telling him? I need to have it.
If Detective Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
And then after leaving the studio, that is when you went over to your girl's house, which would be Deshawn's house.
I guess.
Now, earlier I asked you about what time you left Deshawn's home to go to your brother's house. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you left Deshawn's home around 5:00 p.m.?
I guess.
When you say you guess, I need to know, do you recall telling him that or you don't recall telling him that?
If he said I said it, I said it.
And is that true or that not true that you left her home around 5:00?
If If you notice something about me, I don't keep up with the time or the days. I just go with the flow.
So do you remember it being around 5:00 p.m. that you left Deshawn's house?
I don't know what time I left her house.
When you went to Mechanicsville, do you remember seeing anyone in Mechanicsville?
What you mean?
You said earlier that on the night before Nuts murder, on the day of, you left Deshawn's house and you went to Mechanicsville. Do you remember seeing anyone when you went to Mechanicsville?
I don't remember if I seen anyone.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you went to the green store?
I guess.
I need to know, do you remember telling him or you don't remember telling him? Or was that a lie?
Basis.
Saying he's allowed to answer and they can't force him to answer in the binary one or two ways.
Your Honor, his response are non-responsive to my question.
I'm going to forward your objection, sir. Thank you.
So do you remember telling him? You don't remember telling him
Do I remember telling him what?
that you went to the green store?
I probably did.
When you say you probably, I didn't know yes, no, or I don't recall.
Whatever Thorpe said I told him, I told him.
Okay. Do you remember telling him that you met with Little Rick at the green store?
I probably did.
Yes, no, I don't recall.
You want me to?
Yes, sir, you may.
Yes, no, I don't recall.
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that while you were at the green store, you called Little D?
I guess.
Did you tell him? Did you not tell him, or you don't recall telling him that?
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
Do you recall telling him that he told you he was on Cleveland Avenue?
I guess.
Yes, no, or I don't recall.
If Thorpe said I said it, I said it.
Now, when you got to Cleveland Avenue earlier today, you said that Little D and You're right.
I think she's oriented to time and place. So I'm going to overrule your objection, sir.
Earlier today, you said that Little D and Shannon got into your vehicle. Do you recall saying that earlier today?
I think I did.
Okay. Back in January of 2015, did you ever tell Detective Thorpe? Your Honor, now I'm impeaching.
I'll rule the question, sir.
Did you ever tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the vehicle with you and Little D back on the morning of January 10th, 2015?
If he said I did, I did.
I'm asking you, did you? Because you're saying you're saying today, you're saying the truth, and back then.
I sustain the objection.
Did you ever tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the vehicle with you?
I guess.
Back in 2015, you did not tell Detective Thorpe that Shannon was in the car with you.
Objection, asked and answered.
I sustain the question.
In 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe that only Little D got into the car with you?
I guess.
Did you say that to Detective Thorpe?
If he said I did.
Back in 2015, did you then tell Detective Thorpe that Little D told you that Nut just got killed?
Basis, sir.
Your Honor, do we address this?
I'm on overrule the objection, sir.
Confrontation clauses.
Your Honor, we...
Overrule, sir.
Today, you said that you and Little D never talked about the murder, correct?
Today I said whatever I told Thorpe in 2015, I was trying to get him out my face. So I do not know exactly what I have told him.
Today, do you have an independent memory of what happened on January 10th, 2015?
What you mean?
Do you have a memory outside of what you told Detective Thorpe about what happened on January 10th, 2015?
Basis, sir. I did tell me the basis for your objection. I'm overrule the objection, sir.
I'm going to object to ask an answer, Your Honor.
Overrule, sir.
Wait.
So today, do you have an independent knowledge of what happened on January 10th when you picked up Little D?
Can you say that one more time?
Sure. Today, without remembering what you told Detective Thorpe, what is your memory of your interaction with Little D on January 10th, 2015?
I don't have a remember. What you mean? Like,
okay.
I just know that I picked up Lil D and Shannon, and that's when I got a call saying that I supposedly did this and did that.
And in January 2015, you never told Detective Thorpe that you picked up Little D and Shannon.
I guess.
Earlier, I asked you if Moontook FaceTimed you. And did you say you did not recall if Moontook FaceTimed you?
I know he called me. I don't know if it was FaceTime regular. All I know was I remember what came out of his mouth.
Okay. And in 2015, in January of 2015, you told Detective Thorpe that he FaceTimed you.
I guess.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that or no?
Objection asked and answered.
Yeah, that's non-responsive. I guess it's non-responsive.
I'm going to overrule your objection, sir. You can answer the question, sir.
I need to know if you remember or if you do not remember.
If he said I said it, then I said it.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that?
Objection, Your Honor. It's been asked and
Overrule,
But
sir.
That's not. Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that he FaceTimed you?
I guess.
I guess it's non-responsive.
Your Honor.
Well,
I object to the commentary.
It's not responsive, Mr. Steele. I'm going to overrule your objection.
Do you recall?
I don't know what I told Detective. I don't remember what I told Detective. Whatever his name is.
Okay. Thank you. So you don't remember if you told Detective Thorpe that?
I sustain the question is to come on.
Now, do you remember back in January 2015 giving Detective Thorpe Moontoon's phone number?
I guess.
I guess it's non-responsive.
Your Honor, that's not a question.
Overrule, sir.
I need you to respond. Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember nothing I told Detective Thorpe.
All right.
So that's my response to every question you about to ask me. If it have anything to do with me speaking with him. It wasn't in my right state of mind. I don't have a clue.
Well, you're going to have to bear with me because I'm going to have to ask you the question specifically. You can just
Okay,
say,
you
I
can
don't
ask.
remember.
I just said.
Prosecutor, is it not?
Mr. Steele, overruled.
Do you remember today what Moontoon's number was back then?
Back then when?
Back in 2015.
No, I better know my phone number now.
All right. Do you remember giving him the number 404-662-8935?
I guess.
I need to know, do you remember or you do not remember?
Yeah, I did. I don't.
Do you remember what kind of car that Muntu dropped you off in to take you to the police department on January 11, 2015?
I don't know. I don't know if he. I don't know. I don't know if he asked me. I don't remember what I told him.
Okay. Do you remember saying it was either bluish, grayish Malibu and it was rented?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember telling him that?
Yes, I guess. Yes.
Earlier today, you said that you went down there because the police called you. Do you remember saying that?
You're repeating previous testimony. Overruled, sir.
Do you remember saying that earlier today?
That's the only way I went down there.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe, I was asking everybody, should I go down there, bro? Because I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You can look at my phone records, but I didn't do it.
Yes.
All right. Yes, you remember telling him that?
If he said I said it, yes, I said it.
I need to know if you remember telling him that.
Yes. I don't know why there's further questions.
I'm overruling the objection, Mr. Sharp.
Do you also recall telling Detective Thorpe that you also advised Muntu that he should come down and speak with the police?
Yes.
When you just said yes, you kind of shrugged your shoulders. Why did you do that?
Overruled, sir.
Because you asked me questions.
Hold on, Mr. Overruled, sir.
Why did you just shrug your shoulder?
Because they my shoulders.
Okay. Was Kel the only person that you had problems with back in 2015?
I'll stand this form.
Let me ask you, did you have any issues with Nut in 2015? Why'd you chuckle?
Huh?
I asked you if you had any issues with Nut, and then you said, and you chuckled. Why?
Your Honor, there was a question posed. You can't ask another question. It's my objection.
Overruled, sir. Overruled. I'm going to overrule it, okay, for the time being.
It's to answer the original question.
Sir, I've overruled your objection, okay?
So I'll ask you first, why did you chuckle when I asked the question?
I don't know.
Okay. So did you have an issue with Nut back in 2015?
I don't think I did.
All right. And did you tell the police that the only person you had a problem with was Kel?
Yes.
Now, after the murder of Donovan Thomas, did you try to call Bloody J?
That what I said?
I'm asking you, what do you remember?
I guess.
Do you remember or do you not remember?
What I'm trying to call Bloody J for?
Okay. So do you not remember calling Bloody J?
But what would I need to talk to him for?
So do you not remember calling Bloody J?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't recall.
All right. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe in that same January 11th interview that you called Bloody J on the phone?
Yes.
So why would you want to call Bloody J?
You need to tell me.
I'm not you, so why
I'm
would
saying,
you
you
want...
know what I supposed to say?
I'm asking you now.
I don't know. I don't have a clue. Why would I want to call him?
Did you attempt to call anyone else the night that Donovan Thomas was murdered to tell them that you did not kill Donovan Thomas?
Say that again?
On January 10th, 2015, did you attempt to call anyone who was affiliated with If Gang so that you can tell them that you did not kill Donovan?
I ain't doing no calling nobody.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe first that you tried to call Bloody J and that there was someone else that you could call, but it's no use?
Yes.
Now, course indulgence for one moment.
I didn't hear you.
I said course indulgence for one moment.
Huh? She done me?
Do you recall Detective Thorpe asking you about an Infinity car on January 11, 2015?
I guess.
Do you remember him asking you, or you don't remember he asked you?
When this is what I remember from talking to Detective Thorpe. I walked in the homicide building. He said, "Dang, man, I still got a body on the street. You came in here? I don't think you did it." That's how they went to me. So you asked me these questions. I don't remember having a conversation with him, so I ain't saying I didn't. If you saying he said I did have this conversation with him, then I did. But I don't remember him. I don't remember these.
And it's
so I don't know what I don't told him. But I just know that I thought he let me walk right back out the door. I don't remember being in there no more than 5 minutes.
And if you don't remember, that's all you have to say is you don't remember.
I keep telling you I don't remember.
And I have to ask you specific questions. So if you don't remember.
Mr. Steele, I need to see an objection, not commentary, okay? So, no, that's not, that's,
He doesn't instruct the witness in front of the jury. I object.
I'm overly objection, sir.
Prosecutor just said, I need you to say you don't recall this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Mr. Short, I'm over the objection. That's not what the prosecutor asked, okay? So, all right. You can continue, madam.
Do you remember or do you not remember if Detective Thorpe asked you?
I don't remember.
All right. Do you remember Detective Thorpe asking you if you've ever been stopped in an infinity before?
Can you say it again?
Sure. Do you remember Detective Thorpe asking you if you had ever been stopped in an infinity before?
Your Honor,
Sure.
can we be oriented to the date of this meeting?
Sure.
We're talking about the same January 11th, 2015 interview.
I don't know what man. I don't. Whatever you told me to say, I don't know. I don't.
Do you remember back on January 10th, 2015, any cars following you home the night that Donovan Thomas was killed?
Can you say that again?
Sure. On the night that Donovan Thomas was killed, do you recall any cars following you home, specifically following you into Carver Homes?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling Detective Thorpe that you were heading into Carver Home and you saw a little red Camaro following you inside of the apartment complex?
I probably did.
I need to know, do you remember or do you not remember?
I told you already. I don't remember. You keep asking me.
So if you don't remember, just say you do not remember.
Your Honor, I object to this. You can't delegate the court's ruling. I object to this kind of question.
Well, Your Honor, I'll ask.
I'll sustain the question. I'll sustain you.
Your Honor, then I'll ask, you can instruct Mr. Copeland if he does not remember, just to say he does not remember.
Mr. Copeland, just answer the question to the best of your ability, okay?
I thought I did, Judge.
You're
I told her I don't remember no conversation I had with. She trying to cross me up. She trying to say this and that when I don't told her I don't tell the police anything they wanted to hear for them to. And she keep asking me over and over.
You're gonna have to answer the question, sir, okay?
So is your entire interview with Detective Thorpe a lie?
Huh?
Was your entire interview with Detective Thorpe a lie?
I don't know. I can't tell you what I told him. You got to tell me what I told him.
Okay. So we're going to keep on going.
But I don't. When you tell me what I told him, I'm telling you now. I probably did tell him that. I'm telling you. I told him that.
Okay. Well,
So.
But you have to tell me which ones are lies and which ones.
You're correct, sir. Mr. Copeland, do you have something else you want to add to that response?
I can't remember.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
I can't remember what I had to say.
Do you want me to repeat your response up until that point in time?
You got to tell me what was said.
Okay, hold on just a second. We can help you out with that. I'm sorry.
Well, you told me now I probably did tell him that. I am telling you I told him that, so.
Can you say that again?
She said, was your entire interview with Thorpe a lie? He said, I can't tell you what I told him. You gotta tell me what I told him.
Right.
And so we'll keep going. He's weighing. And then he said, well, you told me now I probably did tell him that. I am telling you I told him that, so. And then the sentence said, but you have to tell me which ones are lies. And then they interrupted, so.
So how I supposed to tell you which one is a lie if I don't know, if I can't remember what I told him? I can't say this is a lie and then you try to say, well, you said this right here I don't know. I don't know what I told him.
Back in 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe in the same January 11th interview that you get blamed for everything and that your name comes up in everything?
Yes, sir.
Back in January of 2015, did they shoot at your at Deshaun's mother's home the night of the murder?
I don't know if it was the same night, but at one point it was.
And did that shooting prompt you to go speak with Detective Thorpe on the morning of January 11th, 2015?
They called me. I think that's how he was able to get my phone number. But I can't recall if it was or not.
Were you scared because they were shooting up your family's house back on January 10th, 2015?
What you mean?
Mr. Sharp.
I object to the use of the pronoun they. I would ask for specificity.
So vague? Vague? Is your objection vague? All right, I'll sustain that.
Were you afraid because your girlfriend's mother's house was being shot up?
What you mean?
Were you afraid because people in your family's homes were being shot up on that back in January 2015? Were you afraid because people's homes were being shot up?
You asking me, was I afraid, or did I tell the police I was afraid?
I'm asking you now, were you afraid?
I was afraid for the people who was in the house.
And do you know who all was in the house? You shook your head. Is that a no for the record?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember who was in the house.
Now, in that interview, did you give Detective Thorpe the reason why you thought Kel was beefing with you?
I probably did. I don't remember. Which one I was supposed to say it?
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that this is all about you not being down with it no more and being down with the gang anymore?
Yes.
Do you recall telling him that it's also because they now think that you're with Thug and that you're claiming YSL?
Yes.
Yes, you remember telling him that?
I guess. If that's what he said, I said.
Do you recall or do you not recall to tell Detective Thorpe that?
I don't know what I done told this man.
Okay. So, sitting here now, was the beef because you were no longer down with them and you were down with YSL?
Yes, I guess.
Is it yes or you guess?
If that's what he said?
I'm asking you right now today.
I don't know.
All right. Now, during this interview, do you recall giving Detective Thorpe your Instagram page?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the Instagram page that you gave him?
I don't know.
Okay. Was it Woody 372?
Yes.
Okay. And 372, does that refer to,
I stand the question.
what is 372?
Numbers.
And does that number specify something specific?
I believe it has. I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Does the 372 correspond to the letters of DRC on the phone pad?
It could. I gotta look at the phone pad to see. How do you look at the phone pad to tell?
And is Woody 372 the same Instagram account that I asked you about over the course of the last few days?
I guess.
So was that your Instagram account back in 2015?
My Instagram account is Woody vs. Woody.
I asked back in
From
2000.
back then, I think my Instagram account is the same account as it is today. Woody vs. Woody. I'm not 100% sure. I done did so much time away from society. You asking me about something I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions. A lot of this stuff you talking about, like, I've been through too much to be trying to remember certain stuff or these questions you asking me. Like, you discombobulated me up here. Like, you want me to lie? You want me to tell the truth? I can't tell you the truth. If you sit here, I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what y'all got going on. Like, for real. Like, you asked me about 2015, what somebody said to the investigators. You know how many investigators tried to question me about this?
Yes, and we're going to talk about a few of them. So do you recall your Instagram being Woody372?
I don't recall.
Bless you.
Course indulgence. Do you know someone by the name of Jeffrey Williams?
I heard of him. He's a rapper.
Okay. Do you know?
I know him. I don't know him as Jeffrey Williams. I know him as Young Thug.
All right. And when you say you know him as a rapper, have you ever spent time with this individual?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. When is the first time you recall, strike that, what do you refer to him as?
Young Thug.
Okay. When is the first time that you recall meeting Young Thug?
At the studio.
And roughly, about what year are we talking about?
Before I went to jail.
Which time?
Right. Before that, I went to the feds.
So before 2015. Do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
Can you identify him by article of clothing he is wearing?
Brown. With dread, sitting next to the bald head guy.
All right. Is anyone else on the other side of him?
We'll stipulate Mr. Williams sitting next to me. Okay. All right.
Thank you. You said that you met at the studio. How did you meet him at the studio?
Through a friend.
What friend?
I really didn't meet him. I just saw him at the studio when I was with a friend.
What friend were you with?
And I asked him, can I take a picture?
What friend were you with when you saw him at the studio?
Doc.
Was it anyone else?
Huh?
Was there anyone else?
There's a lot of people out there. I don't recall who all the people was.
Do you recall if Tick was present when you first met Miss Young Thug?
I can't recall.
You said that you met him at the studio and you asked to take a picture with him. You're right, I'm looping the question so I can get to my next question. When you met him at the studio and you took a picture, did your friendship or relationship develop after that time that you met him in the studio?
What you mean?
Did you all develop a friendship?
Did we develop a friendship?
Yes.
My definition of a friendship is not just knowing somebody or knowing who somebody is.
Okay. Did you start hanging out with him?
I started going to the studio a lot.
Okay. Did you start hanging with him outside of the studio?
I have.
Okay. When you hung with him outside the studio, where type of places would you hang out with him at?
But most of the time, he liked to be in the studio.
Okay. My question is, when he was not in the studio and you hung out with him, where would you hang out with him at?
We used to do fun stuff, like go to like bowling alleys and stuff like that. He went to the kids' football game, I remember. I've been to the club with them. I've been on shows, let me correct that.
You said on shows?
Yeah, like when I watch them perform.
All right. And is this, the shows, the bowling alleys, the club, are we talking about in 2014, 2015, or some other time?
2014 only.
2014 only. In 2014, about how often would you see each other on a monthly basis?
I don't keep up with that type of stuff.
Okay. Did you see him a lot in 2014? Was it quite often? Were you always around? Or did you see him once in a blue moon?
Well, to know he was a rapper and successful, I seen him a lot. To me, I think I saw him a lot.
Are you referencing like seeing him on television or being around him in person?
What you mean?
You just said, because he's a rapper, I saw him a lot.
Yeah, because you don't see rappers a lot. So,
and I'm sorry, I just want to clarify. When you're talking about seeing him, are you talking about physically being in his presence or seeing him like on television?
I knew people that be around him.
Okay.
And I used to see him a lot. Every time I see him, I saw him.
All right.
I was happy to see him.
Besides seeing him in person, would you ever speak with him over the phone?
Meaning?
Did you ever talk to him? Let's first start old school. Pick up the phone, dial some numbers. Would you ever talk to him over the phone?
Have me and him had conversations?
Yes.
I can't recall if we did or didn't.
Okay. Let me ask you FaceTime. Have you and Mr. Williams ever FaceTime with each other?
I can't recall.
You can't recall. Let me just ask you generally, in 2014, with any of your friends, Shannon, Little D, Yak, or you said you didn't speak to Yak, would you FaceTime any of them?
Say that again?
Shannon and Little D, would you FaceTime them back in 2014?
I don't like FaceTime.
I know you don't like it. That's not my question.
Know what I'm saying? So most of the time I talk on the phone, I call regular.
Okay, but have you?
I don't recall talking on FaceTime.
You don't recall talking on FaceTime?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. And I don't, you had to ask that again because I ain't for sure what you're asking.
Sure. I'll ask you again. 2014, 2015, have you ever, I'll wait till you finish.
I'm tired.
You and I both. Okay.
I sustain the objection.
Back in 2014, have you ever FaceTimed with Little D? Ever? Back then?
Lil D?
Lil D.
How I supposed to remember that?
Do you recall ever FaceTiming with Little D?
I don't.
Okay. What about Shannon?
I don't.
Okay. What about the person you identify as Young Thug?
The person identified as who?
Young Thug.
I don't.
Okay. What about, you said no to Yak.
If I FaceTime with him, I probably screenshot it and post it on social media just to show people that I probably was on the phone, but I don't remember if I ever did have it.
Okay. Now, you said that you would spend time with him, whether it's a studio or in other places. Were you close to Young Thug as you were Shannon and Little D?
That's not established on no foundation.
I sustain the objection.
Did you speak often with Young Thug back in 2014? Did you talk to him often?
Not that I recall.
Not that you recall.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. All right, Deputy Hudson, all of our jurors present? Okay, all right. Is Mr. Copeland back with us?
Yes.
Okay. Anything to take up before Mr. Copeland comes out? All right. Oh, yeah. What's my name? All right. We're back on the record in the matter of the state of Georgia versus Khalif Adams et al. In 22 SC 183572. Mr. Stillwell, Mr. Botts, and Mr. Shard, good afternoon. All right, Mr. Williams, Mr. Steele, Mr. Adams, and Mr. Pines, good afternoon. All right, Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Weinstein, good afternoon. All right, Mr. Huey and Mr. Matthews Sr., good afternoon. All right, and Mr. Nichols and Mr. Garner, good afternoon. And Mr. Ryan and Misty Williams, good afternoon. Okay, Ms. Haltwinger, sorry, I apologize. Good afternoon, madam. All right, and then from representatives from the state, Mr. Atkins, Ms. Love, and Ms. Hilton. All right, okay. Mr. Kokomo, good afternoon, sir. All right, Mr. Yusuf, good afternoon, sir. All right, I think I got all the important people, really important people. All right, okay. Where's Miss Knight?
It's her special days.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right, let's summon our jurors then, okay? All right. Bring Mr. Copeland back in, please.
Thank you.
All rise for the jury.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. All right, thank you, Officer Hudson. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, jury, good afternoon. All right, sorry you had to compete with the vice president in traffic today, so all of you that may have had to come down here today. So without further delay, we're going to go ahead and continue with examination of our current witness. Mr. Copeland, you're still under oath, okay?
Good afternoon. All right. So yesterday we left off talking about your interview that you did on February 20th, 2015. Going back to the incident in which you, your girlfriend at the time, and your child was being shot at, do you remember seeing any of the individuals who shot at you?
I never saw no one that shot at me at that time.
Do you recall in that interview a period of time where the detective left the room and you were speaking with your girlfriend and you told her that you knew who shot at you?
I never saw nobody. I never saw who shot at me. If I saw who shot at me, I would never told the police who shot at me.
Do you recall in this same February 20th, 2021 interview that when the detective left the room, you said to your girlfriend, this shit not gonna work. Sit right here and be a damn snitch, so I'm gonna keep going. Do you recall telling your girlfriend that?
I don't recall.
Okay. And then she responded, so, Your Honor, it'll be effect on the listener.
I'll rule the objection, sir. I'll rule, sir.
So what you're saying is, why you acting like you did? And she said, you should have just said, no, I thought you know all of them. And you said to her, I do know who it was. Do you recall telling her that?
I know that I knew the camera. I knew that I was being recorded, so I kind of knew what I was doing.
Okay. And then you said, I saw him. I did when he jumped out the car. I know exactly who I saw.
Nobody never got out of the car, so this clearly proved that I knew what I was doing.
Do you recall telling your girlfriend that?
I don't recall what I told her.
Okay. And this was when the detectives had left the room.
I don't recall if they left the room or if they stayed in.
Do you recall further in the interview when the detectives asked you whether or not any of the people who did this had ever been to your home, you instructed your girlfriend to tell the detectives who had recently been at the house?
I don't recall what I told them.
Do you recall the detective asking anybody you let come over to the house recently that normally ain't been by there? And then you told Deshaun, tell him who been there. Do you recall that?
If I brought anybody to my house, I'm 100% sure they know not to play with me.
Okay. Do you also remember when you and your girlfriend were in the room by yourself, you told your girlfriend it was Tay and them who did this to you?
I don't recall.
Was it Tay that shot at your vehicle?
I don't believe so.
Do you recall in that same interview being concerned about being labeled a snitch?
I don't care about what I'm being labeled as.
Let me ask you this. During this time when your home was when you were being shot at with your daughter and your then girlfriend, how many other family members' homes have been shot at that year?
Objection calls for speculation and hearsay.
I'll sustain as to speculation. I will overrule as to hearsay from Mr. Steele.
To your knowledge, how many of your family members' homes have been shot up back in 2015 after Nut died?
Objection relevance.
Overrule, sir.
I can't recall.
Do you know? Okay, let me ask you this. Was your brother's home shot at?
No.
Okay. Was your girlfriend's mother's home shot at?
Yes.
Okay. Was your sister's home shot at?
Yes.
Was your grandmother's home shot at?
No.
Did you think you were being retaliated against?
Huh?
When all the shootings were happening at your family members' homes, did you think you were being retaliated against?
I didn't think.
Did you know?
Clearly.
Okay. Why were you being retaliated against?
Because people said I killed Nut.
And do you know who was doing the retaliation?
No.
Do you recall telling detective in the same February 20th interview that it was a whole gang after you?
Anytime the investigator talked to me, I do not recall what I have told them.
So you don't recall telling them that it was a whole gang after you?
I would told them whatever I think that I need to tell them to convince them to stop watching me.
Was there a whole gang after you?
I don't know.
Was the entire IF gang after you?
I seen a few of them, so I can't say that.
Which were the ones that you saw?
I don't know.
Earlier, I asked you about whether you were concerned about being labeled a snitch. Do you recall telling Detective Copeland?
Detective who?
Excuse me, Detective Copeland. Detective Curry.
Now I'm a detective.
Or was it? I made a mistake. I'm talking
Correct.
about Detective Mr. Copeland. I'm about to ask you a question. Do you recall telling the detective, I know if I tell you what's going on, they're going to be on records and all this here, and you're going to get him locked up, and he's going to get his discovery package. First thing they're going to do is send it to two places, to the street and to prison, and float it all around the city of Atlanta and then all around prison. But my name's over that. I'm not going that way. No, I'm not going through none of that. Look, they shot at me, my girl, and my baby. Almost shot my face off as we're running. I'm not for sure, but I thought I heard one of the bullets hit the car seat or graze the car seat. Were you concerned about snitching in this interview?
I was concerned trying to get my story together, so I was trying to buy time.
Did you also tell in that same interview, I just know the trouble I'm putting myself in. Just know I don't want to have nothing. I don't want to have nothing, man. I can't go to no job. I can't do none of this shit. I know the street not going to be here forever. All things going on right now. Just waiting on you niggas to catch up and kill me. Again, not wanting to snitch on who did this to you, your child, and your baby.
My only motive was, anytime the police questioned me, was try to figure out how could I get myself out of it. Anytime they asked me any questions, I was trying to, if I couldn't come up with no answer right then and there, I was trying to buy time to think of something to say.
When you met with Mr. Curry, weren't you going there as a victim of an aggravated assault? When you went to go meet with the detective that's in that picture,
Okay.
weren't you going to talk with him about being a victim of a crime?
No, I was shooting back. So I thought they were going to try to lock me up for shooting back.
But during the course of that interview, were you made aware that they weren't planning on arresting you because you were protecting yourself?
When they said they would take me downtown, I put my hand behind my back and told him, you going to lock me up? Come on, get it out the way now.
And did they ever lock you up?
Because he wanted the gun. So he gave me 24 hours to give him the gun. When he let me go, I didn't come back with the gun. So they sent the SWAT team to my house to get me.
But when you went the first day, did they ever put handcuffs on you?
Because they wanted the gun.
Did they ever put handcuffs on you?
He hadn't answered the question.
Did they ever put handcuffs on you?
One of the officers pulled them out, and he told him we don't need that.
Okay, so they never put handcuffs on you?
Overruled, sir.
Did they ever put handcuffs on you?
I don't think so.
Okay. And when you left the interview, did you leave that interview without any handcuffs on you?
Yeah, I left. Okay. I went back to the streets.
So again, when you went in this interview, you were not in trouble.
I was.
Basis. Overruled, sir.
Were you arrested at all on February 20th when you went to go speak to the police about being shot at? Were you ever arrested that day when you went down to tell the police about what happened to you, your child, and your girlfriend?
They locked me up the next day.
I asked you, were you arrested that day?
No, they locked me up the next day.
Were you arrested that day?
Objection, Your Honor, arguing that it's an asked answer.
Overruled, sir.
Were you arrested that day?
No.
Did you want the police to go and find the people who actually killed Nut so that people would stop retaliating against you?
Yeah.
Do you recall being asked by the detective, you knew one of them. I know you knew one of them. Your face tells the story. Now, out of all the ones, I mean, you might know the other ones, but I know you know one of them because the face tells the story. Because the face tells the story of somebody being close that you trusted. And your response was, it ain't that. The truth is, I wouldn't say that person because I'm not 100% sure, but I know only one person.
What's the base of your objection, sir?
Foundation, predicate.
Okay. All right. Foundation and predicate. I'll sustain the objection. Go ahead and rephrase, madam.
Did you know at least one of the individuals that were shooting at you back in February of 2015?
On my daughter's life, when that car pulled up on me, all I saw was a gun come out the window. That's it. I never seen no one face. They was questioning me. They constantly kept telling me, you gonna let dudes shoot at you and your kids and this and that, and I'm telling them, and they won't believe me that I'm telling them I didn't see nobody's face. I didn't see nobody's face. And then after a while, I got tired of them asking me, so I don't recall if I just went ahead and said, yeah, I seen Tay, I don't know how it came out, but in my heart, and still to this day in my heart, I do not believe Tay had anything to do with me getting shot at.
Okay. Do you recall telling your girlfriend when it was just the two of you, I did when he jumped out the car. I know exactly who I saw.
I don't, at that point, it was so much pressure on me. Yeah, I'm a daughter crime, trying to take her to the hospital. Somebody pull up on me soon. I'm trying to figure out what made me have the gun to go to the hospital. It's all type of stuff going through my mind. I don't know. Too much going on. Yeah, I can't, because she keep asking me these questions and...
Mr. Copeland, just take a breath, okay? We do need to take down your testimony, so you do need to speak a little slower, all right? Okay?
All right.
All right.
Are you? Can we continue?
I don't got nothing else to say.
About which part? Regarding the gun that you used to shoot back at these individuals, who were you going to give? Which police officer were you going to give the gun to?
Huh?
Which police officer were you going to give the gun to?
Neither.
Okay. Who did you tell them you were going to give the gun to?
Whichever one they were asking for it.
Do you recall them telling you needed to give the gun to Gaither?
I don't recall. I know they said they want that gun. It's part of the investigation. I knew it was a trick. I told him if he let me go, I go get it and bring it back. He went for it.
And why didn't you get the gun?
Huh?
Why didn't you go and give them the gun?
You know, it helped him lock me up.
At any point in time, did you ever get arrested for shooting back at those individuals?
Thank God.
Do you recall them asking you some more questions about Tay, and you providing them information about where Tay was from, what part of Atlanta he was from?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall the detective asking you, we only know there's a guy by the name of Tay. Where's Tay from? What area he live in? And you told him that he was from Simpson Road area. You recall telling the detective that?
I guess I don't remember what I said to him.
Do you recall?
Because at that point he had put too much pressure on me, and you know what I mean. I'm just thinking because he told me. I remember him saying he want that gun. That's all I remember him kept saying. He want that gun.
And when you say putting pressure, what do you mean?
Same thing you doing to me now. You keep putting pressure on me.
Okay. Was he yelling at you at all during this interview?
I think he kept saying, I'm letting people shoot at me while I got my child, and my loyalty to the streets, my loyalty to my child.
Okay. So was he just trying to get you to tell him who did this to you, your child and your baby?
I stand the questions to form.
Did he ever threaten you to give a name?
Nah, but he kept asking me to make me say a name, and you like how you keep asking me a question. I'm gonna say something to answer you, so you can stop asking me the same question.
Were you concerned about how you were going to survive the attacks on you and your family?
Yes.
And again, were you concerned that because you had already spoken to the police about Nutt's homicide, that people were considering you a snitch, that people thought you were a snitch?
I don't get what you're saying. Can you say that again?
Were you concerned that people already thought that you were a snitch when you did this interview?
What interview?
With the detective after you were shot at? After you were shot at with your girlfriend and your daughter?
No, my only concern was... No.
Do you recall telling the detective in this same February 20th interview, I came and talked down here. Everybody look at me like I'm a snitch now. It's just like I can't get no money. You know, I was just getting money just by doing nothing. It's just like, hey man, I need to borrow this right here, just hanging around, going to the mall. He paid for everything, but all of them now They all come out here, they think I'm a snitch.
I always got my own money. When I need money, I knew how to go get it.
Would Thug give you money at times?
I'm not a handout type of person.
Would Thug give you money at times?
I never asked Thug for no money.
Would Thug give you money at times?
I can't recall if he gave me money, but I never asked him for no money.
When you said he paid for everything, who were you referencing?
The big money, the ballers.
Were you concerned that young Thug had washed his hands of you?
Huh?
Were you concerned because you had been speaking to police that Thug had washed his hands of you?
No, I didn't need Thug.
All right. Do you recall telling the detective in the same interview on February 20th, 2015, he asked you, so basically Young Thug washed his hands of you? And your response, yeah, because I came and talked to the detectives and them folks in the street saying I'm a snitch, I'm a snitch, I'm a snitch. Nobody don't want to hang around me. I called my partners. They don't want to hang around me. It's like, what the hell? What the hell all this come from? What the hell is going on? Do you recall telling the police that?
The police so concerned about Thug, I was removing myself from him.
Do you recall at all talking to this detective about what happened that Monday night at Club Crucial with you and Kel, the fight between you and Kel?
I don't recall nothing specific that me and him talk about outside of the shooting with my child. And I barely remember some of that stuff. You talking about some years ago when I don't even know what I did 3-4 days ago. Like,
Do you recall telling your girlfriend, again, when the two of you were alone in the room, no matter which way it go, I'm going to lose anyway if I tell them that Tay did it? You recall having that conversation with your girlfriend?
Did you say it again?
Sure. Do you recall being alone in that same interview room with your girlfriend and you told her, no matter which way it go, I'm going to lose anyway if I tell them that Tay did it?
On my child life, once again, on Izari life, I never seen no one face that was in that car shoot at me. At any time, if they got the car, to this point, I never knew who shot at me. So when that detective was asking me, I just had to come up with something. I got no reason to lie about it. I didn't see nobody who shot at me. So y'all going back into interrogation when I'm telling you the truth. I don't know who shot at me. I have told them I didn't know. When they gonna keep asking me, make me know, okay, cool. I'm gonna say, I'm done.
Do you recall being hesitant in the February 21st interview, and we're going to get to that interview with Detective Gaither, when she showed you a photographic lineup, and you actually eventually pointed Tay out of a photographic lineup?
Because I know Gaten. I mean, I know Gaten. I know that, I mean, she one of them people that she got it out for me, so I didn't care. I was just trying to get them out for me and trying to convince her. And trying to convince her is very hard to do. So I had to go through with it, even though in my heart, I knew that he didn't shoot at me, or he would have never shot at me. And to be more clear on it, before I went back to jail the last time, I was right around him. So I would never be with nobody that I believe shot at me while I had my child.
Why did you say Tay did it versus anyone else?
First thing came to my mind.
Why was Tay the first person that came to your mind versus anyone else?
Because in the midst of trying to convince the police so they could leave me alone, I just got shot at. Only thing was in my mind was, get back.
Okay, but you had the beef with Kel. Why not say it was Kel?
Because I had to convince them. I gotta make it seem, if I say Kel shot me, they're gonna, how you know? How Kel know where you stay at? So I gotta come up with something to make them know, okay, well, Tay been over here. You know what I mean? So, okay, Tay. I don't know, like,
but
listen, you keep asking me. I told you, I don't know who shot at me.
Why would Gaither have it out for you?
That would be speculation, sir.
I sustain the objection.
Well, you said she had it out for you. What makes you think she had it out for you?
I'll let him answer that question. It's posed.
You said she had it out for you. What makes you think she had it out for you?
Because she was trying her best to get me. She was trying to catch me.
Didn't she advise you to leave town? But you're right, it's a contradiction of what?
Not a contradiction.
Hold on. That comes from the interview. Where's that come from? Where's that statement come from?
His interview with her during the course of
You
it.
need to reference that. I'll rule the objection.
In your February 21st interview with her, did she ask you to leave town, go somewhere else, Cobb County, Clayton County? Did she tell you to lay low so that you wouldn't get killed?
No, she was saying it because she's saying that my name was, she just said my name kept coming up a lot.
Right, so she did not want you to be harmed. So why would she have it out for you?
I sustain the objection. You can rephrase.
During the course of that interview, was she encouraging you to lay low? Do you recall her doing that?
I thought she was faking. So I don't know.
Outside of the interviews, would you talk to Gaither? Would you call Gaither on the phone?
No. The only time I talked to Gaither is when she called, but it was never about nothing in the streets or nothing.
Right, so...
It was, hey, Miss Copeland, your name involved in the shooting. We want you downtown. This the only time she called me, hey, Mr. Copeland, they say you shot up this person's house. We need you downtown. I don't recall me and her having no conversations about nothing.
When you were locked up, would you have your girlfriend call Detective Gaither for you so you can speak with her?
You heard where I was, right? Where was I? In jail?
So if she had it out for you, why are you trying to call Detective Gaither?
Because I'm trying to, all she got to do is give me a name. I'm going to try to convince her so she can get me out of jail.
But if she has it out for you, why would you trust Detective Gaither?
I don't trust her. I'm trying to play on her.
I want to go back very briefly to the interview that you did, the first interview you did with Detective Gaither, after your car was shot at on the highway. Okay. During that interview, at the time when your car got shot at, did you know about Lucci's mother's home being shot at?
What you mean?
Were you aware that Lucci's mother's home was shot at?
Huh?
When you met with Detective Gaither,
right,
about what happened on the highway, during that time period, were you aware of Lucci's mother's home being shot at?
No.
Do you recall talking to Detective Gaither in that January 28th interview about Lucci's home being shot at?
I can't recall.
During that interview, do you remember telling Detective Gaither and Detective Dennis that Lucci's mama and dad got shot, so Nick called Big Boo's phone, and we was at Big Boo's house? Do you recall telling them that?
I don't recall.
Let me ask you this. Do you recall independently being with Big Boo and Lucci's manager calling his house, calling his phone, trying to give him $20,000 to find out whoever shot up Lucci Mama's house?
I'll sustain this form. You can rephrase.
Do you recall being at Big Boo's house and someone from Lucci's manager calling Big Boo back in 2015?
I don't recall.
Sure.
I can go out.
All right, let's bring Mr. Copeland back in, please. All right, Ms. Hilton, you can continue when ready.
Thank you. So I'll just ask you again. Back in 2015, do you recall being with Big Boo when Lucci's manager called him?
I don't recall.
Do you recall telling Detective Dennis and Gaither in the January 28th interview, Lucci's mama and dad got shot, so Nick called Big Boo's phone. We was at Big Boo's house. And the first thing that nigga said was, hey, Boo, Lucci's mom and dad got shot. Somebody shot up his mama and dad. Somebody's house got shot up. It's $20,000. It's $20,000, man. There's $20,000 on their head, or whatever they said. And you heard that conversation.
I don't recall.
Okay. And once you heard the conversation, that you took the phone from Big Boo and you told the person on the phone, I ain't did nothing. I didn't do that, bro. You know, don't scream my name. I didn't do that. And you kept telling that person that you did not shoot up his mother's house. Do you recall doing that?
I don't recall.
And did you shoot up Lucci's mama's house? You shake your head just so?
No.
Okay. Now, back in 2015, who were the people that you would spend the most time, outside of your family, who were the people that you would spend the most time with?
Huh?
Back in 2015, outside of your family, who were your friends that you spent the most time with?
My friends.
Who?
You want me to name every single person?
Yeah.
I'm not about to name every single person.
Okay. So who are the people that you would spend the most time with?
I can't recall.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that you only keep a couple people around you, and it's really just Little D and Shannon? Do you recall telling them that?
Probably so. I can't recall.
Okay. And then you also said sometimes Moonsoon, but he might come around, but not every day.
I don't recall.
And then you said, I really have my Then you also further went to say, I really wouldn't want nobody around me but little D.
Your Honor, form of the question is my same objection.
I'll sustain the question. You can rephrase.
Sure. Between Shannon and little D, who's the person you would have most around you?
Huh?
Between Shannon and little D, who would you spend more time with?
I don't know.
Do you recall telling Detective Dennis and Gaither that I wouldn't want nobody around but little D?
I probably said it because I was trying to run the play on them.
Okay.
But I don't remember what I said to them.
Back in 2015.
Anytime they question me, like I said, you keep asking me about what I supposed to told them. Anytime they question me, I just said whatever came to my mind or whatever I could have thought of in a split second. So I don't know what I said to them.
Back in 2015, did you trust little D?
Say that again?
Back in 2015, did you trust little D?
No.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither and Dennis, I really have my trust in him, speaking about little D?
You said I really had my trust in him?
Yes.
No, man. Go ahead.
And that little D ain't never going to turn his back on me.
I told you, I'm trying to tell them whatever they would have went for. Yeah.
The gun that little D from Cleveland bought from you from the pawn shop, what kind of gun was that?
I can't recall.
Do you recall it being, as you described, a chopper?
Probably so.
Can you tell the jury what you would describe as a chopper? What type of gun is a chopper?
I can't recall.
You don't know what type of gun a chopper is? Do you not know what type of gun a chopper is?
I don't know what I done told them.
I'm asking you separately. What kind of gun did little D purchase for you?
A rifle,
Okay. Is a rifle a chopper?
I guess.
Have you ever had the occasion to give Nut back items that was stolen from him? Back in 2015 before he passed away.
Yeah,
Okay. First, who stole the items?
I didn't.
Do you recall telling me the other day that you did take the items?
Yeah. I said, I don't.
Did you tell me
You
that?
just asked me did I give it back to him. I gave it back to him.
Okay. My question is, do you know who stole it?
Huh?
Do you know who stole
I told him a friend of mine stole it.
it? Okay. Did you tell me something differently?
I probably did.
Do you remember what you told me?
What did I tell you?
Do you recall what you told me?
I just asked you.
So do you not recall what you told me?
I told you I gave it back to him.
Do you recall telling me that you actually stole those items, but you did give it back to him?
Do you have an objection? Basis.
Prosecutor is the lawyer, becoming the witness.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the foundation for the question or form of the question or what?
Talking about the prosecutor testifying as personal knowledge.
Your Honor, I'm asking.
Cross-examination.
Your Honor, I'm asking a question, but I can clarify who all was in the room.
Yeah, why don't we do that? I'll sustain the question as to the current.
Do you recall meeting with me, investigator Long, and maybe investigator Lancico, and telling us in the room that it was you who stole it, but you did give the items back to him?
I can't recall.
When you gave the items back to him, do you remember where you were? Where did you meet him at?
In my neighborhood.
Okay. And was he with anyone when you met with him to give the items back?
I think so.
Do you remember who he was with?
Oh, I can't say who the people was that were with him.
Do you remember him being with Greedy, his brother?
Probably so. I don't know.
Do you remember just telling the detectives in that January interview he was with Greedy, his brother was there?
I guess. I don't know. I can't recall.
Do you remember what type of car Donovan had? Oh, excuse me, Nut had.
A truck.
Do you remember what kind of truck?
It was just a truck.
Do you remember telling the detectives back in that January interview it was a green Tahoe?
Probably did. I don't know.
Do you remember what the items were that you gave back to him?
Yeah, his driver license, phone, and his necklace.
Describe for the jury, if you remember, what the necklace looked like.
What you mean?
Do you remember what the necklace looked like? Do you remember what the chain looked like?
Yeah, it was a necklace.
Was it a peanut? Do you remember?
Oh, I think so. I think it was a nut. I don't.
If you don't remember, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. We just talked about who you would hang around with from Mechanicsville. Do you recall telling Detective Gaither and Dennis back in 2015 that you're not going to see you hang with anybody besides Shannon and Dee, who is from Mechanicsville?
Shannon ain't from Mechanicsville.
Do you remember?
I don't remember saying it.
Okay. And do you remember also telling the detectives that there's not going to be one time that you and Dee are not together?
I don't recall. But it's not going to be no time that me, Dee, and Shannon is not together. Not just me and Dee.
So the three of you will be together?
When me and Dee together, it's me, Dee, and Shannon.
Okay. Now, we've talked about briefly another interview that you did with Detective Gaither after you were arrested for probation once your child and your child's mother was shot at. Do you remember that? All right. And do you remember meeting with Detective Gaither after you had gotten arrested?
No.
when you met with Detective Gaither once you were arrested, as you discussed, were you upset that they arrested you for failure to comply with community service? I know you're shaking your head. You have to say yes or no for the record. And during the course of that interview, were you asked to tell Detective Gaither about what happened with you, Deshaun, and your daughter?
I don't recall.
Do you recall in that interview also talking to her about Nuts murder?
I can't recall.
And during this interview, do you recall telling her that on the day that Nut was killed, you initially were at home at Deshaun's house?
That's where I was, but I don't recall what I told her.
And that you got a phone call from Little D?
I don't know.
I'll sustain the objection.
We've already talked about where you were on the day that Nut passed away. Do you recall us talking about that over the course of the last few days?
I don't know.
Do you remember us talking about Nut's murder yesterday?
What you mean?
Do you remember me questioning you about where you were when Nut passed away yesterday?
You said you asked me that yesterday?
Yes, sir.
I guess.
Okay. If you don't remember, that's fine. Do you remember or no?
No, you didn't ask me yesterday.
Okay. Do you remember us talking about it since you've been on the stand, though?
Talking about what?
The day that Nut passed away.
Yeah, that's what it's about, right?
Okay. Cool. You're on permission to approach?
As long as you're showing that to the defense counsel, please.
I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 378, Yankee D1. Do you see yourself in that picture? Is that you?
I guess.
Does it look like you?
I guess.
Yes or no? Is that you?
If you say it's me, it's me.
I'm asking you, is it you?
Yeah, I guess. Yes, it's me.
And is that Detective Gaither?
He's like a man.
Do you recognize that to be Detective Gaither?
No, I can't tell if it's. I can't tell for real.
Was this? You are permission to. indulgence. You have permission to approach?
As long as you show that to the defense counsel.
Mr. Copeland, I'm showing you a portion of 378 Yankee Delta on here. Does that look, do you see yourself in this video? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right. Looking at this screen, are you able to tell who that is?
Yeah, this her.
That's her?
Yeah.
Does that appear to be the same individual in the picture that I have in front of you?
It looked like the same picture.
You're right. This time the state would like to attend the state's to do 378 Yankee Delta 1. Is that?
Any objection to states 378 Yankee Delta 1? Hearing none, it's admitted and may be published as you see fit.
Thank you. Mr. Kearns, can you enable share? And if you could bring it down, Mr. Edmund. No, down. And just scroll out. Thanks. Look. Mr. Copeland, are you able to see the dates and the time of that interview?
Yeah, right there.
What is the date and time of that interview?
February 21,
Okay. And what year is that?
2015.
Now, during this interview, do you remember anyone else being in the interview room with you? Do you recall if Detective Thorpe was in there with you?
I don't know.
Okay. And during that interview, do you recall talking to Detective Gaither again about what happened between you, Deshaun, and your baby?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. And during that interview, did Detective Gaither also ask you who shot at you? Do you remember Detective Gaither asking you about that?
I don't remember.
Do you remember being concerned in that interview about being labeled a snitch as well?
I don't remember.
Do you recall Detective Gaither trying to encourage you to tell them who did it so she can help you so you don't have to be getting shot at in the streets?
But if I already told them Tay did, why would she be asking me that?
Because you recall this being the first interview with Gaither. You had not met Gaither prior to this interview.
I don't remember what me and Gaither talked about.
Okay.
Or what I said to her.
Do you remember telling her, if I tell you anything, guess what happens? That make it even worse. What makes it worse? Everybody, oh, now I'm a snitch. And remember her asking you how you would snitch when somebody was trying to kill you and your baby. How was that snitching?
Okay. If there was the truth, why would I wait till later or at any point and say anything to the police? It's self-explanatory.
What is self-explanatory?
The whole thing. You seen here tonight what I told to the investigator, and I'm so concerned about being labeled a snitch. So why would I tell them the truth to anything if they trying to say I'm concerned about being labeled a snitch? So if I'm gonna tell them something that sooner or later gonna get out in the streets, why would I be concerned about being labeled a snitch? It doesn't make sense.
Do you recall being reluctant to tell the detectives who it was?
No, I was trying to buy time to come up with something to tell them so they can get up off me or let me out of jail.
Okay. The interview that you had on February 20th, what time was your interview on February 20th, 2015? What time did that
This paper?
Yeah, what time does that say?
What about?
What time is it on here?
1:41
What, AM or PM?
a.m.
And then what time did you meet with Detective Gaither?
Well, look like I got on a Rice Street outfit, so I didn't meet with her. And it say 3:53.
On February 21st?
Yeah,
Is that PM?
p.m.
So did you meet with Detective Gaither the next day after you met with the first investigator?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what they say.
So if you just wanted to make something up, didn't you have time to make up a new name if it wasn't Tay?
See, with Gaten, it's harder to convince her. I got to, whatever I tell her, I got to stick with it.
Wouldn't you want to tell Gaither the truth if you were trying to get out of jail? If you were trying to get out of jail, wouldn't you tell her the truth?
But if she asks me about something that I don't know and I'm trying to get out of jail, I gotta act like I know.
Did you ever try just telling the truth to get out of jail?
Have I? Probably. I don't know what I don't told her, so I can't remember what I told her, so I don't.
How bad did you want to get out of jail?
I want to get out of jail.
So wouldn't you want to tell the truth to get out of jail versus lying?
Objection has been answered.
Oh, objection.
Wouldn't you want to tell the truth to get out of jail?
But if they ask me who shot at me, and I didn't see nobody shoot at me, and they constantly thinking that I seen somebody shoot at me, and I keep telling them I didn't see nobody shoot at me, they don't want to believe me, so what I got to do then? And if I feel like this is the only reason I'm going to jail, I got to stick to what I don't tell her.
So why tell your girlfriend that? When no police are in the room.
I don't know.
Why tell your girlfriend that?
I don't know. I don't recall me sitting there just telling her that. I don't even understand how his name even came about from the start. I just know once I heard Tay, that's why I just stuck with Tay. I don't know if I brought it up. Which I doubt I brought it up because I didn't have no reason to bring your name up.
How would the police know who Tay was?
I don't know.
How would the police know if Tay was even in your neighborhood at the time?
I don't know.
So why would the police bring up Tay?
Then I said, I don't know.
I sustain the objection.
Do you recall providing Detective Gaither a picture of Tay before ever even getting into the interview room?
No.
Okay. Do you recall during the interview when you told her it was Tay, you told her, I gave you a picture of him?
I don't recall.
And do you recall her pulling up the picture and showing you the picture in the interview on her phone?
I recall her showing me a picture of him.
And do you recall not really wanting to point him out on there?
Because I knew at that point what she was doing. They was forcing me to say it was him who shot me. Because I like I keep telling you now, and to this day, I still feel as in they did that. Like I never seen him shoot at me. Even when they called me, tried to get me to come to trial on it, I told them I'm not coming to trial because I never saw who shot at us. And they said, well, Mr. Copeland, we don't, all right, y'all can call me. I didn't see who shot at me.
Were you concerned about being labeled a snitch because of what was happening to your cousin?
My only concern was not being able to protect my family.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither that you were concerned because your cousin was being tortured because he was labeled a snitch?
My only concern was being in jail and not able to protect my family.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Gaither, in referencing your cousin, well, he's getting tortured. Everywhere he goes, he's a fucking rat. Don't nobody want him around. This and that. And then he turned right around. And I'm in the same damn shoes he's in. But I won't. I don't know if he did whatever he had going on, but you didn't want to be labeled a snitch.
This is the police talking to me, and they're not trying to hear what I'm saying. They're trying to force me to say that somebody shot at me that I did not see shoot at me. I am trying everything in my power to not lie on this man. I'm not here to protect nobody that shot at me and my child.
Did you ever give Gaither the gun that you used in the to shoot back at those individuals who shot at you and your child mother?
Nope.
Why not?
Cause you're gonna use it against me.
Who did you get the gun from?
What you mean? Who I got it from?
Who did you get the gun?
I stand the objection.
Do you recall being shown a photographic lineup with Tay inside of the photographic lineup?
Say that again?
In this interview, do you recall being shown a photographic lineup?
I think so.
Okay. And do you recall not wanting to sign the photographic lineup?
Right. I do remember.
Okay. Why didn't you want to sign the photographic lineup?
Because in my heart, and from facts, I didn't see who shot at me, and they constantly kept trying to say, they kept pushing me to say, to make me think that I saw somebody I know I didn't see.
Okay. All right, I want to kind of switch gears. Do you know someone by the name of Trivia?
Who?
Trivia.
Who is that?
Do you know someone by the name of Trivia? Do you know who Moontunk's girlfriend was back in 2015?
No, I don't remember who his girlfriend is.
Okay. Do you know someone by the name of Antrevia?
I never heard the name before. I don't know.
Okay. Do you recall talking to a Detective Lewis in the same interview regarding Trivia being Kel and Moontunk's girlfriend?
Oh, her? Okay. What about her?
My question is, so do you now know who Trivia is?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay. And back in 2015, do you recall her home being shot up during the time of early 2015?
I remember.
Okay. And were you accused of shooting up her home?
That's what she told the police.
Did you shoot up her home?
No.
In the 3 interviews we've talked about so far, were you asked by the investigators to tell the truth? In the interviews we've talked about so far?
It don't matter.
Yes or no, do you recall being asked to tell the truth?
I don't know. I don't
God
recall.
bless you. God bless you. You don't recall if you were asked to be told the
I
truth?
don't.
If you were asked to tell the truth, why wouldn't you tell the truth in those interviews?
Why wouldn't I tell the truth?
Yes.
Because I know the police were trying to lock me up.
What would they be trying to lock you up for?
Say that again?
What would they be trying to lock you up for?
Whatever they can put on me.
Did you ever? Now, would telling the truth have gotten you locked up?
Huh?
I sustain the question.
Now, in June of 2015, were you arrested for having a gun at the Dunbar Recreation Center?
Say that. Can you say that again?
In June of 2015, were you arrested for having a gun in the Dunbar Recreation Center?
In June, was I arrested?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell the jurors what occurred at the Dunbar Recreation Center?
I was playing basketball. The police came there and locked me up.
And why did the police lock you up?
Because I'm Woody.
Did you have a gun at the Dunbar Recreation
I had a basketball in my hand.
Center? Was there a gun also at the Dunbar Recreation Center?
They say it was.
Where was that gun located?
I was placed in handcuffs, walked out. I don't know.
Did you have a gun inside of an H&M bag while at the Dunbar Recreation Center?
I was in the basketball. I was in the recreation center playing basketball. I had my shirt off with no gun on me playing basketball.
Did you take a gun to the Dunbar Recreation Center in an H&M bag?
I was playing basketball in the Dunbar Recreation Center.
So your answer is no, that you did not have a gun at the...
What I'm saying, well, I was playing basketball. When I looked up, I seen a whole bunch of police in there walking towards me, putting my hand behind my back, and asked me, was it bad mine? I said, I don't know nothing about no bad. They took me to the car. There was a whole lot more police that came. They took me from Mechanicsville to Turnerfield and asked me, was that gun mine or was that bag mine? I told them I don't know nothing about nothing. They said if they find out that their gun or their bag was mine, they gonna come back and lock me up. I said, do your job. They let me go. And that was it.
And did they let you go that first day?
They let me go.
All right. Did they eventually arrest you for that gun in that bag?
They did.
All right. And was that the gun that was purchased by Quindarius Zachary for you?
I guess.
Yes, no, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I went to jail for.
Okay, so that was the gun, the chopper that we talked about earlier.
I'm gonna overrule the objection. That was Mr. Steele, asked and answered.
Was that the chopper that we discussed earlier?
We discussed this earlier?
The gun that was recovered, is that the chopper that was purchased at Arrowhead Pawn Shop by Quindarius Zachary?
That's the gun that sent me to the feds.
And is that the gun that was found at Dunbar Recreation Center?
I guess so.
Why did you have the gun at Dunbar Recreation Center?
I just pleaded guilty to it.
Did you tell officers that you were trying to sell that gun, and that's why you had it at the Dunbar Recreation Center?
Again, I was going to jail.
Ms. Hilton, before you posit some other questions, I think we probably need to take a comfort break. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take about 10 minutes and then see where the afternoon leads us, okay? All right. All rise. Members of the jury, with your indulgence and patience, we're going to go probably about another 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to recess for the day, okay? All right. Madam?
Mr. Copeland, what blood set were you a part of?
Can you repeat that?
What blood set were you a part of?
What blood set what I was part of?
Yes, sir.
I wasn't part of no real blood set.
Okay. Did you ever claim to be a Billy Blood?
I said I was.
Okay. And were you?
No.
Did you tell Detective Gaither that you were, not Detective Gaither, Detective Lewis, in that February 21st interview that you were Billy Blood?
I don't know what I told them in when they questioned me.
Okay. Do you recall talking to Detective Lewis about the meeting with Mo where they said that they were going to kill you?
Huh?
Do you remember talking to Detective Lewis about the meeting with Mo, who was in prison, and that they were planning on killing you?
I don't recall.
Okay. And do you recall her asking you why you weren't at this meeting?
Huh?
Do you recall her asking you why you weren't at this meeting?
Why was I at the meeting?
Why were you not at the meeting?
At what meeting?
The meeting with the Bloods, the meeting of the Bloods trying to kill you.
I don't recall.
Okay. And do you... Sure, February 21st.
What year?
2015. And then, do you recall telling her you weren't down with them, but that you were Billy Blood?
I don't recall.
Okay. And then, do you recall her asking, who are you with now?
I don't recall.
Okay. And you told her, at that point, they got mad.
I told her?
You told Detective Lewis.
Oh, that's a lady?
Yes. At that point, they got mad because I didn't go back with them. I started hanging out with Thug and them, so I'm YSL.
No, I don't recall.
Did you consider yourself part of the gang YSL?
Basis.
It's an improper question.
I didn't mean for you to speak. I just want you to give me a basis.
702, endangered province of
Overrule, sir.
Did you consider yourself part of YSL, the gang?
Gang, I consider myself 372.
When did you consider yourself 372?
What you mean, when?
Did you consider yourself a 372 when you called yourself Billy Blood?
I always been 372.
So even as a part of YSL, were you considered Or do you consider yourself 372?
Gang, I'm always 372 when it come to gang.
Did you also consider yourself part of YSL?
372 when you speaking on gang.
Yes or no? Did you consider yourself a part of YSL?
But you saying gang wise, like
So you did not consider yourself part of YSL, the gang?
when it come to gang, I consider myself 372.
Now, going back to June of 2015 when you were arrested for the Fed charges, we talked about the gun that was at the Dunbar Center. When you were arrested, where were you arrested at?
Which time?
When you got arrested in June?
June 10th?
Yes.
At the house.
Did they find any guns at the house?
Yeah, they did.
Were you charged in your federal charges with that gun? Do you recall?
Yes.
Okay. Now, once you were arrested, were you brought in to Atlanta Police Department headquarters for an interview?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember how long that interview was?
It was long.
Do you remember it being about 9 hours?
It was long.
It was long. Okay. And during the course of that interview, did you speak with multiple detectives?
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember speaking with anyone from the ATF or?
Yeah, I did.
And was Detective Gaither in that interview?
She was at some point.
What about Detective Dennis?
Who?
Detective Dennis. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I think he was too.
Okay. And what about Detective Thorpe?
I think he was too.
Okay. And when you were arrested and brought down to APD, did you want to give them truthful information?
Again, I was going to jail.
Do you recall telling them that you're not going to worry about me lying?
Can you say that again?
Sure. In the early part of that interview, do you recall telling them you're not going to have to worry about me lying?
Probably so.
Why did you want to speak to the police that day?
Because I was trying to finesse my way out of jail.
And what did you think you had to do to finesse yourself out of jail?
Well, they kept asking about Young Thug, so that's the direction I had to go.
Did they ask you about anything else?
They asked me about the gun. I think they asked me about the gun first.
Did they ask you about anything else?
Yeah, they asked me about a lot.
Do you recall them asking you about Nuts' murder?
Yes.
And did you speak with them about Nuts' murder?
Yes.
And did you speak with them about the gun at the Dunbar Center?
Yes.
And the gun at your house?
Yes.
And did you also speak with them about Young Thug?
Yes.
And did you talk with them about Little D from Mechanicsville?
Yes.
And what about Shannon?
Yes.
Now, when you got to that interview, did you believe that people were trying to kill you?
Uh-huh. I thought people trying to kill me for a long time.
Specifically in June, did you still believe that people thought you snitched on them regarding the murder of Donovan Thomas?
Can you say it one more time?
Sure. When you had this interview in June of 2015, did you think going into that interview that people thought that you had snitched on them regarding the murder of Donovan Thomas?
Overruled. Well, no, I take that back. I'm sustain the question.
Why did you think people were trying to kill you?
Because I was paranoid. People were shooting at me.
Okay. Did you tell the detectives in this June 10th interview that everyone in the world is trying to kill me because they think I told on them?
No, I told them that people were trying to kill me because they said I killed Nut.
Do you recall telling the detectives about the fact that that Thug's sister had called you or had texted you?
Can you say that again?
Sure. Let me ask you this. Did Thug's sister ever text you regarding you going to the police about Nut's murder?
I text her and told her that I was going to kill Thug when I get a chance. That's what you talking about?
No, but why did you text her that you were going to kill Thug when you get a chance?
Because I let a lot of people get in my ear.
And what did they get in your ear about? Its effect on the listener, Your Honor. What did they get in your ear about?
A whole lot of stuff. People coming to me every 5 minutes with something about not just Thug. It was just a lot of people, but mainly most people was coming to me about Thug.
What about the?
Nah, they just kept coming to me like he ain't right. He ain't supposed to. I don't know how to answer that.
I mean, but what were they telling you such that you thought that you had to kill Thug?
Say it again.
What were they telling you such that you thought in your mind you wanted to kill him?
That to watch him because everybody saying I killed Nut and they didn't want that on them, so they gonna put it on me. I don't know. Like it was so many different people just telling me stuff. So,
but to kill somebody, what were they telling you to make you think you had to kill Thug?
What did they tell me that make me think I had to kill him?
Yes.
That I better watch him?
Why?
Because they said I was messing up his career. Like they saying that I was putting him in stuff that I got going on. Like they were saying all type of stuff.
So why would you messing up his career mean you have to kill Thug?
They said to me, okay, a female came to me and told me that she heard something. Then another person came to me and told me that he heard something. So people kept coming to me and I was paranoid because I had said something to a friend of mine where I felt as in whatever I was saying to him had got back out.
So let's start there. What did you tell your friend? That guy that you think got back to him?
I was plotting on him.
Why would you be plotting on Thug?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall telling the detectives that you called, that Dolly texted you and was cursing you out?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is years ago. Do you remember what she was cursing you out about?
Because I told her I was going to kill Thug when I see him.
Okay. Do you recall the last 4 digits of the number that she was texting you from?
No.
Do you recall giving that full phone number to the detectives?
No.
Do you recall giving them a phone number ending in 1990 for his sister?
Probably so.
Which sister are we texted you?
Dolly.
Okay. Did she have another name?
I said Dolly.
Did you call her something else?
Yeah, I call her Dolly and Max.
Okay. Do you recall texting Dolly, damn, your brother's trying to have me killed?
I probably have.
Okay. Why would you text her that?
Because I thought what I was said to somebody else had got back to him.
So what did you tell somebody else that you thought got back to him?
I don't recall.
Okay. What, again, would make you text that to her brother, to Dolly? Damn, your brother's trying to have me killed. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell I ever did to him? Why would you text that to her?
I told you I was paranoid. It was so much going on. It was so much going on. I had so many people in my head. And that's just my way of trying to force a reaction.
Force a reaction from who?
From him, to see how he react to it.
Why were you trying to force a reaction from him?
Because I didn't know what the truth was. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on.
Now, we talked about in February, strike that. We talked about in January, people thinking that you had killed Nut, right? Also in February, did people think you were trying to kill Nut?
Huh?
Did people think that you killed Nut, excuse me?
Objection calls for speculation.
Did you
I'll sustain a formal question.
Did you believe that people thought that you killed Nut?
Did I believe it?
Yes.
People were convinced.
Okay. By the time we got to June, did you still have that same belief? When you
Did
got
I
arrested,
have that belief?
Yes. When you got arrested in June, did you still have that same belief that people thought you had done, that you had killed Nut?
I don't know, like, so many, it was so many people on so many people just like, a lot of people said they know I didn't do it. A lot of people said I did it. So I don't.
And I'll ask you again, did you kill Nut?
No.
Okay. Now, when you got to this interview, do you recall speaking with the detectives about the night that Nut was killed?
Can you say that again?
Sure. When you got to this June interview, do you recall speaking to the detectives about the night that Nut was killed?
Yeah. Okay. Wait, interview.
The June one?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you have concern during this June interview that Thug had observed you speaking to police?
Huh?
Did you have concern during this June interview that Thug had seen you speaking to police?
No.
Do you recall telling the detectives in this June interview, long story short, the detectives was calling my phone and he was right there. And they asked you, Thug was right there? And you said, yeah. So I answered the phone and he's looking at me like this, but I don't know what's going on. They asked you, why is he looking like that? And you said, because he see me answering the phone for them.
No, he told me that. When I answered the phone, I answered my phone on speaker, so it was my baby mama calling saying that the investigators wanted to talk to me. I was like, for what? And that's when he said what he wanted to talk to me about. And he got on the phone and asked me, could I come down there and interview him? And Thug was like, go down there.
Why were you concerned then that he saw you answering the phone for the police in front of him?
I don't know about him being concerned.
Why would you tell the police that?
Because it's the police.
If there wasn't an issue, why would there be a need to tell the police that Thug was?
Because at the time the police questioned me, it was me against everybody. So they saying that they want Thug, and that's what I'm trying to do. Get them up off of me. So I had text Thug phone the day before they locked me up. And I texted their phone and told them that I was gonna kill him when I see him. So the police got me the next day, and when they got me, that was it.
Let's go back. What day are you talking about? You texted
June.
In June. You say you texted Thug? Who did you text?
One day, I texted their phone. I called his sister and told her Tell your brother when I see him, I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
I don't care who see me, I'm gonna kill him. Me and her were arguing on the phone. As me and her were arguing on the phone, I got mad and hang up the phone. The very next day, 2 days later, I know I woke up and the police was at the door.
Okay.
When they got me, I was mad with the world.
And were you arrested again for those guns?
Yes.
All right. And that's the only thing you were arrested for those guns.
And I think they put some gang charges on me or something. I think they put some more charges on me or something.
And I understand that you said you texted his sister, Dolly, that you were going to kill.
Nah, I don't think I texted. I told her over the phone that I was going to kill him.
But was that in response of you asking her whether or not he was trying to kill you?
Oh, no, I didn't ask her nothing.
Okay. So why did you tell the detectives that?
Because it's the detective.
Were you concerned that Thug did not want to hang around you anymore because you had been talking to the police?
No.
Okay. Do you recall telling detectives in this same June interview, he ain't want to hang around me anymore? And they asked you, this Thug? And you said, yeah. Like, damn, what the hell? Why the hell these niggas don't want me around? Do you recall being concerned that Thug did not want you hanging around him anymore?
Well, he actually called me a few times to try to get me to come around. I didn't want to go around.
So why would you tell the police, why the hell these niggas don't want me around?
Because I'm talking to the police and they are after me.
When you were arrested, were you not trying to get out of jail?
For sure.
So why would you be telling them lies if you were trying to get out of jail?
So let me say this. If I tell the police the alphabet is A, B, C, D, right? The police gonna tell me what come out the D. E come out the D, I think. A, B, C, D, E. Man, I don't know, man. I'm not about to go through all that. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, this is investigators. They locking me up. They targeting me. They constantly, every time I come outside, spit on the ground. SWAT team got me. Like.
So why would you stay in a 9-hour interview if they were out to come and get you?
You see what you said? That's how bad they was after me. They sit right there and put up with me for that long.
Okay, but you kept talking to them for the entire 9 hours. I'll rephrase.
I stand the question.
Did you speak with them for the entire 9 hours?
I was handcuffed behind my back, legs shackled to the chair. And guess what I know? When I get finished talking to them, I'm going to the jail. So guess what I'm trying to do? Trying to buy as much time as I can before I go to the jail. That right there.
All right. Can you publish 378 Yankee Echo 1? Is that June 10, 2015?
Yeah.
And is that the interview that we're discussing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And in that interview, is that when you were first brought in once you were arrested? Are you still in your regular clothes?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes for the record?
Yes.
Okay. Now, sitting in this room, did you believe that the truth would have hurt you as you were doing this interview?
It's not about the truth hurting me. It's about the state of mind I was in.
Okay. But did you believe the truth would have hurt you?
I don't know.
So why won't you tell the truth?
Because I'm about to go to jail. So the state of mind I'm in is I'm about to go to jail.
Right. So would lying have helped you to get out of jail?
It have.
Didn't they tell you that they were going to have to verify any information you told them?
They did.
Okay. So why would you tell a lie if they had to verify what they told you and you were trying to get out of jail?
I don't know.
Did you believe the truth would hurt Thug?
Say that again.
Did you believe the truth was going to hurt Thug?
You said, do I believe the truth gonna hurt Thug?
Yes.
That'll be his problem.
Right. But if you're in this state of mind, why would you be in there just telling lies?
Because that's who the police after. They locking me up, but they are after him.
But they're locking you up and you are trying to get out of jail. Wouldn't you tell the truth to get out of jail?
It depends on who is the truth to.
Okay. Now, during the course of your interview, did the detective ask you, why were you so concerned about whether or not Thug knew you were talking to the police?
Can you say that again?
Let me just ask you a better question. Why were you concerned about whether or not Thug knew you were talking to the police?
I wasn't concerned.
Do you recall the detectives asking you, why does it matter to Thug if you're talking to the police or not, if he has no say in what happened with Nut? And your response is, between us men, I want to say they had something to do with it.
What about it?
Do you recall telling that to the detectives?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. And then when they asked you who was the they, do you recall saying Thug and them?
Okay.
Did you recall saying that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they said Thug and them who? And you said Shannon and Bentley.
Say that again?
Sure. When they then asked you Thug and who, you responded Shannon and Bentley and all, because all of them just acting funny towards me.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you say that?
Because it's the investigators.
Again, why say Shannon? Why say Shannon?
Because they know me and him be together. It's easy to. It was Shannon to get. I don't know. Like, I told you, it's the state of mind I was in. When the police got me, I was doing a lot of stuff. I was, man, like they just caught me early in the morning. Like,
early in the morning, is that not when you're your freshest?
Huh?
And early in the morning, is that not when you're your freshest?
No, they can't get me out. I'm asleep. I hear the door. Boom, 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 boom. If I'm asleep and she sleep, who being at this door like that? Okay. So it shot my brain. I've been shot ever since I looked like those seen it was the police. I can't forget it. Like,
Ms. Hilton.
Okay.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this might be a natural point for us to recess for today. Mr. Copeland, we'll see you Monday morning at 8:30, okay?
8:30?
Yes, sir. See you then.